A service of KIBMradio.com, the Internet's home for an all old-time radio.
World News Today, brought to you by the Admiral Corporation, makers of Admiral Radio, America's Smart Set. By shortwave broadcast, direct from important overseas stations, as well as leading news centers of our own country, CBS correspondents are waiting to bring you a complete report from the world's political and battlefronts. But first, here's Doug Edwards.
American troops have captured San Pietro, one of the strongest points in the German winter line across Italy. Reports from the front describe the battle as one of the bloodiest of the war. In Russia, the Germans report heavy fighting near the Polish frontier in White Russia. American forces are still making progress on New Britain Island in the southwest Pacific, and on Bougainville, our troops have begun a drive into the jungles northeast of the Empress Augusta Bay bridgehead. And from London comes word that Prime Minister Churchill continues to improve. The signs of pneumonia are disappearing. Now for our first news from overseas, Admiral Radio takes you to CBS Algiers. Winston Burdett reporting.
American troops have smashed through the Mignano Gateway to the road to Rome. After 10 days of savage fighting, our infantry yesterday stormed and captured the German stronghold of San Pietro, and so won their first vantage point to the north of the road leading westward to our next objective, Cassino. There has been no fiercer battle in the Italian campaign than this. San Pietro was taken only after American troops, in a series of frontal attacks, had seized nearly all of the encompassing craggy heights to the north, east, and south. The actual capture of San Pietro climaxed 72 hours of non-stop day and night fighting. The last assault began yesterday morning. By 1 o'clock in the afternoon, after a downpour of Allied bombs and shells had shattered the last German defenses, our infantry and tanks went crashing into and around the village and through the defile westward. San Pietro is now a heap of smoking rubble, pulverized by artillery fire, mortar fire, and every other kind of fire that has been pouring into it from our batteries on the heights. Latest reports say that we are pushing our patrols well forward and are now threatening San Vittore, 2.5 miles to the west. Our troops have opened the door to the wide, flat Liri Valley, and they have won one of the decisive battles of the war in Italy. Behind the fighting lines in Sicily, the United States Army Counterintelligence Corps has turned up one of the best fascist underground stories of the Italian occupation. 15 young men and 1 woman are under arrest at Trapani for taking part in what is officially called a plot to organize the rebirth of fascism. On October 14th, our intelligence agents saw posted on various buildings in Trapani tiny mimeographed bulletins denouncing President Roosevelt and claiming lack of bread, clothes, and work. The manifestos ended with the words, "Long live revolutionary Sicily." The plot behind the manifestos was revealed by a Sicilian informant who wrote a letter in pidgin English to the Intelligence Corps, giving the names of all the persons who were later arrested. The self-confessed leader of the group is Cataldo Grammatico, 20-year-old university student. 13 of his fellow conspirators confessed. Acts of sabotage and wire-cutting since the Allied occupation were admitted. Quantities of Italian army equipment, arms and ammunition, propaganda leaflets, and copies of radio harangues by Hitler were seized. Signed confessions revealed a plan to stage an armed uprising. Most of the arrested persons are students. As conspirators, they seem to be amateurs. As a conspiracy, this was a fairly easy nut for the Intelligence Corps to crack. What will be much harder will be to re-educate a generation of young Italians who know of nothing better to live for than Mussolini's fascism. I return you now to CBS in New York.
More news in just a moment, but first here is Warren Sweeney with a word from Admiral Radio.
On previous Admiral programs, you've heard many stories of the deeds of our fighting men. Stories of the uses these men are making of the electronic instruments now being turned out at top speed at both great Admiral plants. But today, Admiral would like you to hear a letter, one that might have been written by almost any boy in the service.
There's no need trying to tell you that this Christmas is not going to be different, for it is. A lot different. But no matter where we may be, there's one thing you can be sure of. Every one of us will be thinking of home, and the Christmas he imagines is being celebrated there. Of course, we realize that things aren't the same for you at home either. Shortages, people working harder than ever before, vacant chairs, like mine. But even so, the Christmas we like to think you'll soon enjoy is the one we knew, just as it was, without any changes. I think most of us out here would like to know that you at home are carrying on just as if we were with you, and I just stepped out to the corner for a minute.
Yes, these are thoughts that will probably be in many a boy's mind at this time, our third Christmas at war. And Admiral joins in their unvoiced hope that by the time another Christmas rolls around, there will be no need for pretending that our boys, now scattered at the far corners of the earth, will be home with us again, that the workers at the Admiral plants will be devoting their efforts to peacetime production, to the building of the new Admiral, America's Smart Set. Now, here once again is Doug Edwards.
The German radio continues to furnish news on the fighting in Russia. Berlin reports full-scale battles in the naval area of White Russia, and dispatches from Stockholm say the Germans regard the situation as extremely serious. The German news agency, which reported earlier that the Russians had closed an iron ring around Naval, 70 miles from the old Polish border, now claims the Red Army lines have been broken. The Russians are said to be using heavy armored formations in support of this drive. But there's still no word from Moscow to deny or confirm the enemy stories. From Kharkov comes the verdict in the first war criminal trials of World War II. The Soviet military tribunal has convicted 4 men, one a Russian traitor, of having participated in the mass slaying of Soviet prisoners and civilians. All 4 have been sentenced to death by hanging. They offered but one defense, that they were carrying out orders from Hitler and Himmler to destroy what the Nazi leaders called the inferior Russian race. And now for a summary of the situation on the Eastern Front, here is Columbia's military analyst, Major George Fielding Elliott.
It seems highly probable that the German reports of heavy Russian attacks southwest of Naval, which Mr. Edwards has just told you about, may be of considerable significance. It would not be the first time that the news of the Russian advances has come to us from German sources well in advance of any Russian communique on the subject. The Russians have a habit of allowing an operation, especially one of their offensives, to develop for several days before mentioning it officially. The reason this German report seems important is that military observers have for some time been anticipating a shift of Russian offensive emphasis to the north, where the ground is now frozen, and where marshes, rivers, and lakes have ceased to be, for the time being, the barriers to military maneuver, which they are in the summer and fall. The area Nivelle-Vitebsk is, so to speak, the hinge of the German defense line in North Russia. It represents the junction between the German Army Group of the North and that of the center. The German line from Leningrad to Vitebsk is that part of the front where the German communications are now longest and most difficult. And considering the German necessity for shortening fronts and shortening lines of communication in Russia, this part of the front is that from which a German withdrawal might naturally be anticipated in due course. No doubt the eventual German plan may be to swing their left flank back from Leningrad along the shore of the Gulf of Finland, perhaps to Lake Peipus, perhaps as far back as the River Dvina. The Russians will not wish to permit the Germans to do this undisturbed, an aptly chosen German moment. In order to prevent it, the best method is to strike heavily at the hinge of this swinging German door, which is the fortress area of Vitebsk. Hence a Russian advance southwest of Naval, which threatens to outflank and envelop Vitebsk, is one which the Germans must find the means to resist. If they do not, then they run the peril of having the whole of their north wing cut off and surrounded, backed up against the Baltic shore, just as the Russians recently tried to back the whole of their south wing up against the coast of the Black Sea. But it hasn't come to that yet. These are merely conjectures.
That was Major George Fielding Elliott. Millions of Americans have sent Christmas letters and packages to men overseas. For a description on just how the Navy handles this staggering transportation problem, Admiral Radio takes you to the Fleet Post Office, New York. Bill Slocum, Jr. reporting.
2.5 million Christmas gifts, each one holding no more than 5 pounds of trinkets, and each one holding no less than 1 million tons of cheer and happiness for American sailors, have or are passing over a table I am now sitting on. It's a long, rough table in the center of the Parcel Post Division of the Fleet Post Office, New York. If you sent something to a sailor or merchant seaman marked Fleet Post Office, New York, you can be sure it landed here, was sorted, flipped with unbelievable accuracy into a rack of huge baskets, and sent on its way. If you, and some 50,000 of you did, wrap it badly, you can be sure your carelessness was greeted with appropriate comment and then slowly, painstakingly corrected by sweating sailors who repacked your parcel. Normally, 400,000 letters clear here daily and 25,000 parcels. The Christmas rush was so well handled that Lieutenant Andrew Newton, officer in charge here, said there was a minor Christmas rush after the first one. V-mail, airmail, first-class mail, and parcels headed for men at sea come here from the post office. There's a tiny office here that bears a legend, "Please keep out." I knew it was important because it was the first official please I had ever seen in the Navy. And this tiny office is the location of every single ship in the United States Navy. It is the heart of the entire operation here. A few men, and very few, have access to that office. Incorrect addressing is the post office's biggest headache. Downstairs, dozens of waves are attempting to list the correct addresses of every officer and enlisted man in the Navy. But there are almost 2.5 million men in our Navy, and the New York office alone lists 2,500 J. Smiths, 500 James Smiths, 4,500 assorted Joneses, and that's not counting officers. Strange things happen here. The parcel post wrappers are hard to surprise, but among their more recent major shocks were 2 quarts of ice cream, or rather 2 X-quarts of X-ice cream, mailed to Bizerti, a pair of dead trout bound for England, and a very live queen bee destined for a Navy lieutenant in Africa. Baby dishes, teddy bears, washboards, and girdles have also popped out of badly wrapped packages. I am solemnly assured that never in the history of Fleet Post Office, New York, has a bottle of anything alcoholic been found except hair tonic. Plenty of bolognas and historic cheese, though. Fleet Post Office is thorough. To make sure there was no hitch, it had a code number assigned to Casablanca and Naples many, many months before they were necessary. They already have a code number assigned to Tokyo, but they won't tell me the number. Seems they picked a year for the code, and they don't want too optimistic. Now back to Admiral Radio.
London announces today that Prime Minister Churchill continues to improve in his sickbed somewhere in the Middle East. An official bulletin says Mr. Churchill's temperature has returned to normal and the signs of pneumonia are disappearing. It's generally agreed that the Prime Minister will need quite some time for recuperation. And London papers suggest that Mr. Roosevelt may become the traveler for the next big Anglo-American War conference. London newspapers are also paying quite some attention to the matter of a second front, and they have a new suggestion on just who will lead that drive across the Channel. First, unconfirmed reports in both Washington and London had General Marshall in the driver's seat. More recently, after the Tehran conference, we began to get reports that not Marshall, but Eisenhower would be the top man. And now London papers suggest that the Allied leader will be a Briton, not an American. And as the 2 most likely candidates, they name General Sir Harold Alexander, Chief of Allied Ground Forces in the Mediterranean War Zone, and General Sir Henry Maitland Wilson, the Allied commander in the Middle East. American forces in the Central Pacific are preparing their bases in the Gilberts and continuing to attack Jap strongholds in the Marshalls. For a report on this war zone, Admiral Radio takes you to CBS Pearl Harbor. Webley Edwards reporting.
Civilians and men of the armed forces in this long, blacked-out, dimmed-out place got a Christmas present from the military governor this morning. Effective tomorrow night and every night, lights, wonderful, bright lights, until 10 p.m. After that, inky blackout as usual. In New Britain, American troops have further consolidated their gains on the recently occupied Alloway Peninsula and have captured Umtigalo village, it is announced. As Christmas week moves into the Pacific War area, the situation out here is one of growing pressure on the Japanese. The occupation of the Gilbert Islands placed a tension spot on his outer defenses. Thereafter, he's been jabbed steadily in the Marshalls north of the Gilberts by clock-like 7th AAF raids and by one jolting fleet raid by task forces in strength. And then the Pacific Fleet further added to the tension by probing deep inside his outer defenses 11 days ago to bombard Nauru Island. The 7th AAF raids have continued thereafter in the Marshalls, drumming in with big liberators to drop no great bomb tonnages due to the flight distances, but eternally hammering away. And now, just as the whereabouts of the Pacific Fleet must be giving the Japs the jitters, the fleet has not officially been reported since the Nauru bombardment December 8th. American forces have jabbed into the Jap defense rim to add pressure at still another point on this Alloway Peninsula of New Britain Island, the same island where the big harbor of Rabaul is located. And over across from Rabaul on the other side, the pressure continues with the fighting on Bougainville Island. 4 weeks ago today on this same broadcast, Brigadier General William J. Flood, Chief of Staff of the 7th AAF, said prophetically, "Spread 'em out and sock 'em" looked like a good motto for the Central Pacific. Even as he said it, Admiral Nimmitz's big Pacific Fleet forces were going into the Gilberts. Since then, the spread 'em out and sock 'em policy has spread indeed through most of the Central, Southwest, and South Pacific, with pressure against the Jap built up until it breaks through again to touch him in another vital spot, as was done in the Gilberts. This is Webley Edwards at Pearl Harbor. I return you to Admiral Radio in New York.
Germany this week continued to watch for signs of the coming invasion. For a report direct from one of the few neutral listening posts on the continent, Admiral Radio takes you to CBS Madrid. Glenn Stadler reporting.
The law of diminishing returns appears to be operating among Hitler's satellites. Indications are that it's working well in Hungary, where there have been strong demands for immediate return of troops from Russia. These number about 60,000, but because the Germans won't permit a withdrawal, they face either being killed, captured, or pushed back home. In Hungary itself, there are about 450,000 soldiers, many guarding against attacks by Yugoslavs. Romania's situation is similar. As early as 2 months ago, reports from Bucharest told of demands for the return of their troops. Romania is more valuable to the Nazis as a source of oil, but also has 100,000 soldiers in Russia. They've occupied Odessa since its capture by German stormtroopers more than 2 years ago. Slovakia has about 60,000 men in Russia and keeps 30,000 at home. Bulgaria is not at war with Russia, but declared war on us. However, an odd story from Sofia today says the Bulgarians began to fight communism even before communism existed. They have an army of about 325,000, of which 60,000 are quartered in Greece and 100,000 in Yugoslavia. Thus, Hitler's Balkan allies show, on paper at least, a force of more than 1.25 million. This includes 6 or 7 ersatz commando divisions made up of so-called volunteers from the occupied countries, but really contain a large majority of Nazi regulars. In the north, Finland with 20 divisions, aligned with Germany, is at war with Russia, but not with the United States. Here in Madrid, where the war seems far away, entertainment has taken on a more decided international aspect. Tonight, Franco and his Palanque leaders will attend the Spanish version of Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. In another theater, the Scala Vaudeville show from Berlin features a Japanese dancer giving an Oriental interpretation of the Negro song, St. Louis Blues. This is Glenn Stadler in Madrid, returning you to Admiral Radio in New York.
Now for a report on home front developments and an interview with a WAC captain recently returned from Britain, Admiral Radio takes you to CBS Washington. Don Pryor reporting.
Washington is getting ready for Christmas. Congress will adjourn formally Tuesday afternoon and go home for the holidays, leaving taxes, subsidies, the soldier vote, mustering out pay, and other issues to be ironed out in the new year. President Roosevelt and most of his family will have a quiet celebration of their own at Hyde Park. The president also will make his customary Christmas Eve address to the nation, except that it will be at 3 o'clock in the afternoon this time, and it will be directed primarily to fighting men around the world. Just a few minutes ago, President Roosevelt began an urgent conference at the White House with railroad and union officials in an effort to head off the threatened strike of operating railroad men. The strike is set for December 30th, but private information here is that the unions will postpone the deadline, using the threat as a lever to force negotiation of their wage demands. They want $3 a day more. Selective Service said last night that 1 million fathers will be drafted by July 1st. We've brought you a lot of heroes on this program, but it can't be emphasized too much that wars aren't fought alone by heroes. Most of it is done by potential heroes, just plain GIs, and this time by women, too. So our Washington guest today is a woman soldier, Captain Catherine E. Falvey of the Women's Army Corps. Before the war, she was elected to the Massachusetts legislature, and she's still a member. She was a practicing lawyer in Boston, a member of the United States Supreme Court Bar. But don't let that mislead you. She's also petite and very attractive. Captain Falvey, what branch of the Army are you working for right now?
The Army Service Forces.
Well, you haven't been in that very long, though. What were you doing before that?
I was in England. I went over there last summer, in June, to help get an organization set up before the 1st WAC Battalion was sent across.
Well, were you one of the first to go over there?
No, I was in the 4th group. 2 officers went over last winter to establish liaison with the British WAFs, who had been loaned to the 8th Air Force while our WACs were being trained. Then Major Wilson went over to take charge as WAC director, along with her assistant, Lieutenant Herbert. They were followed in May by 6 officers and 5 enlisted women. I didn't get there until about 2 months later with 3 other officers.
Well, how did the soldiers over there react to you women?
They would just walk up to you and say, "Stand still. Let me hear you say something."
Oh, and what did you say?
I was stopped. I couldn't find a word. Of course, most of the attention was paid to the 5 enlisted girls. They could have lost their heads just as easily as not, but they didn't, not one of them. They brushed it all off and let it be known they were there to do a job.
And speaking of jobs, what types of jobs do most of the WACs do over there now?
Oh, all kinds. According to the latest count, I believe WACs are doing at least 155 jobs. All the way from cooking, stenography, driving cars, to plotting bomber courses and coordinating the big air raids over Germany.
And what was your job there? Was it secret?
Not entirely. I was on Major Wilson's staff at headquarters.
And how about the British, Captain Falvey? The British women, for instance, what was their reaction when you WACs arrived in England?
All of them I met were extremely kind and generous. They were very much impressed by our manner of speaking, especially our stockings. They also wore rayon, and they couldn't believe that ours were rayon and not silk, and just plain GI rayon, too. As for the British people as a whole, you can tell by their faces they have gone through an ordeal.
Well, I wish we had time for more details. Captain Falvey says that America needs a lot more women in the Army. Each one of them can take over a vital Army job, and the Army can use hundreds of thousands of them. And I hope hundreds of thousands join. That was Captain Catherine E. Falvey of the Women's Army Corps. I'll return you to Admiral Radio in New York.
And now here's a message from Admiral Radio. You know, your Admiral dealer is a busy man these days. With production of civilian radios completely halted and everyone faced with the necessity of making their present equipment last for the duration, radio repairmen are literally swamped. If your set fails to operate perfectly, however, there are certain things you can do before calling your dealer. Certain checks to determine if there is actually a structural failure. For instance, tubes sometimes jar loose, and all that's necessary is to push them back firmly in place again. As a wartime service to you in helping to keep your set in working order, and to help save the time of your busy dealer, Admiral has prepared a home checkup chart listing some 20 things you can do before calling your dealer. All you need do to obtain one of these charts is ask for it at your Admiral dealers or address a letter or card to Admiral Radio in care of this station. The simple directions on the home checkup chart may save you the expense of a service call. Get an Admiral home checkup chart from your dealer or drop a card now to the station to which you are listening. The Christmas holidays always place a heavy burden upon our transportation facilities. This year, with thousands of servicemen going home on Christmas furloughs, the strain will be greater than ever before. Let's give these boys a personal priority on the available space in our buses and trains. Don't travel unless your trip is vital to the war effort. Those who must travel will find little pleasure in it. Trains will be crowded. Many will have to stand. But more important than this, one casual, unnecessary pleasure trip may be the cause of some serviceman failing to see his family for the last time before going overseas. If a vacation is necessary, wait until after the middle of January before leaving. World News Today is brought to you each Sunday at this hour by the Admiral Corporation, makers of Admiral Radio, America's Smart Set. Be sure. World News Today by shortwave, direct from leading news centers of the world. This is the Columbia Broadcasting System.
The KIBM Theater, Wrigley Building, Chicago.
The Cavalcade of America, sponsored by DuPont, maker of better things for better living through chemistry, presents Stephen Vincent Benet's modern miracle play, A Child is Born, starring Helen Hayes as the innkeeper's wife, with Philip Merivale as the husband. Ladies and gentlemen, Stephen Vincent Benet's reverend and inspiring play, A Child is Born, was especially written for Cavalcade 1 year ago. We repeat it tonight because it was so widely acclaimed as a drama of great power, and because it uniquely relates to a war-torn world, the timeless story of the Christmas birth in Judea. To introduce A Child is Born, Cavalcade is privileged to present William Rose Benet, brother of the late Stephen Vincent Benet. Mr. Benet.
Christmas this year is not merely a day of gifts and trees. Our nation is learning something that is said in the drama you are about to hear. We are learning that life can be lost without vision, but not lost by death. The man who wrote those words died speaking against tyrants. The dream of human brotherhood was his dream. Now the tide of battle is turned. Slowly but surely we are wearing down the forces of manifest and unbearable evil. But there is also this. What my brother meant when he said here, something is loose to change the shaken world. He meant a better future for all men. Remember that. The voices that speak here are not only of their time, but of our own. The voice of the thief Dismas, not least. This is truly a miracle play, old but forever new.
In Bethlehem of Judea there shall be born a child born of woman, and yet undefiled. King Herod, now what will you say of the child in the stable this cold
Singing again?
winter day?
I told you not to sing.
I'm sorry. I forgot.
Forgot. That's fine. That's wonderful. That answers everything. The country's occupied. We have no country. You've heard of that, perhaps? You've seen the soldiers, haven't you? You know just what can happen to our sort of people once there's a little trouble. Answer me.
I've seen, I know, but...
But, oh, la. Sometimes I think your ways will drive me mad. Is it your business what King Herod does? Is it your place to sing against King Herod? Do you pretend to know the ins and outs of politics and why the great folk do the things they do and why we have to bear them? Because it's we who have to bear them first and last and always in every country and in every time. They grind us like dry wheat between the stones. Don't you know that?
I know that somehow kings should not be wicked and grind down the people. I know that kings like Herod should not be.
All right. I'm not denying that. I'm reasonable enough. I know the world. It's a bad world, but it must last our time. Herod is Herod, but my inn's my inn. I do the best I can. I pay my taxes here in this conquered and forsaken land. And as for all your fine rebellious souls who hide out in the hills and stir up trouble, call themselves prophets, too, and prophesy that something new is coming to the world, the Lord knows what. Well, it's a long time coming. And meanwhile, we're the wheat between the stones.
Something must come.
Believe it if you choose. But meantime, if we're clever, we can live and even thrive a little. Clever wheat that slips between the grinding stones and grows into the good, the profitable grain. At least if you'll not sing subversive songs to other people but your poor old husband, who loves you still in spite of all your fancies and always will. Come, wife, I've got some news. I didn't mean to be so angry with you. Give us a kiss. I couldn't help the child. I know you think of that this time of year. He was my son, too, and I think of him. I couldn't help his dying.
No, my husband.
He stretched his little arms to me and died. And yet I had the priest, the high priest, too. I didn't spare the money.
No, my husband. I am a barren bough. I think and sing and am a barren bough.
Oh, come.
The fault is mine. I had my joyous season. My season of full ripening and fruit, and then the silence and the aching breast. I thought I would have children. I was wrong. But my flesh aches to think I do not have them. I did not mean to speak of this at all. I do not speak of it. I will forget, not sing at all. It was long past and gone. Tell me your news. Is it good news?
The best. The prefect comes to dinner here tonight with all his officers. Oh, yes, I know, the enemy, of course, the enemy. But someone has to feed them.
And they'll pay?
Cash.
On the nail?
Yeah.
Good.
I thought you'd say so. Oh, we'll make no great profit, not tonight. I've seen the bill of fare they asked of me. Quails in midwinter. Well, we'll give them quails. And charge them for them, too. You know the trick?
Yes.
They must be well served. I'll care for that. The honest innkeeper, the thoughtful man. Oh, do not spoil my servants with largesse, your worship. And he won't. He pinches pennies. But once he's come here, he'll come again, and we shall live, not die. And put some coin, some solid, enemy, a lovely coin under the hearthstone, eh? Spoil the Egyptians, eh? Hark, what's that? Oh, I'll go. The maids aren't up yet. Lazy bones. A minute, just a minute. It's early yet. You needn't beat the door down. This is an honest inn. Good morning.
Hail, Caesar. Are you keeper of this inn?
Yes, sir.
Orders from the prefect. No other guests shall be entertained at your inn tonight after sundown. The prefect wishes all the rooms to be at the disposal of his guests.
Sir, when the prefect first commanded me, there was a party of my countrymen engaged for a small room. He'd hear no noise at all.
This is the prefect's feast, the Saturnalia. You've heard your orders.
Yes, sir. Yes, indeed, sir.
See, they are carried out. No other guests. Hail, Caesar.
Hail, Caesar. Well, that's pleasant. All rooms at the disposal of the prefect. No other guests. Remember, no other guests.
I will remember.
Do so. It is an order. Now, about the quail. You'll make the sauce. That's the important thing. A crow can taste like quail with a good sauce. You have your herbs?
Yes.
Well, then, begin. It's morning and we haven't too much time. Sarah? Leah? Where are those lazy servants? Leah and Sarah, come and help your mistress. I'll rouse the food. There's work to do today.
You
are listening to Helen Hayes as the innkeeper's wife and Philip Merivale as the innkeeper in Stephen Vincent Benet's A Child is Born. Presented on the Cavalcade of America. Sponsored by DuPont.
And the day passed, and night fell on the town, silent and still and cold. The houses lay huddled and dark beneath the watching stars, and only the inn windows streamed with light.
Gentlemen, men of Rome.
What's the prefect saying?
Mindful of Rome's historic destiny and of our good friend King Herod, who has chosen alliance with Rome rather than a useless struggle, keep them under with a firm hand.
What is he saying up there?
I don't know. I don't know the big words. The soldier said...
Oh, you and your soldier.
Oh, he's not so bad. He brought me a trinket, see?
You and your Roman trinkets.
Here, what's this? What's this? Why are you standing idle? They're calling for more wine.
Let Leah serve them. She likes their looks.
Sarah.
Yes, mistress.
Please, Sarah. We've talked like this so many times.
Very well, mistress, but let her go first. Get up the stairs, you little soldier's comfort. I hope he pinches you.
Mistress, it's not my fault. Does Sarah have to...
Go, both of you.
You ought to beat the girl. She's insolent and shows
We
it.
can't be too hard on her. Her father's dead, her brother's in the hills. And yet she used to be a merry child. I can remember her when she was merry, a long time since.
You always take their side. And yet you think a self-respecting inn could have some decent and well-mannered maids? But no such luck. Sullens and sluts, the lot of them. Give me a stool. I'm tired. Say 30 dinners. And double for the prefect. And the wine. Best, second best, common. Not bad. But then, why do you sit there staring at the fire? So silent and so waiting and so still.
I do not know. I'm waiting.
Waiting? For what?
I do not know. For something new and strange. Something I've dreamt about in some deep sleep. Truer than any waking. Heard about long ago. In sunshine and the summer grass of childhood when the sky seemed so near. I do not know its shape, its will, its purpose, and yet all day its will has been upon me. And there is light in it, and fire, and peace, newness of heart, and strangeness like a sword, and all my body trembles under it. And yet I do not know.
You're tired, my dear. Well, we shall sleep soon.
No, I am not tired. I am expectant as a runner is before a race, a child before a feast day, a woman at the gates of life and death. Expectant for us all, for all of us who live and suffer on this little earth with such small brotherhood. Something begins, something is full of change and sparkling stars. And yet, I cannot read it yet. I wait and strive and cannot find it. Hark! What's that?
They can't come in. I don't care who they are. We have no room.
Go to the door.
Well?
Is this the inn? Sir, we're travelers and it's late and cold. May we enter?
Who is it?
Just a pair of country people, a woman and a man. I'm sorry for them, but...
My wife and I are weary. May we come in?
I'm sorry, my good man. We have no room tonight. The prefect's orders.
No room at all?
No, it's not my fault. You look like honest and well-meaning folk, and nobody likes turning trade away, but I'm not my own master. Not tonight. It may be in the morning.
Wait!
Must you mix in this?
Wait! Good sir, the enemy are in our house, and we... Oh, I did not see your wife. I did not know.
Her name is Mary. She is near her time.
Yes. Yes. Go. Get a lantern. Quickly.
What?
Quickly. I once had a child. We have no room, that's true. And it would not be right. Not here, not now. Not with those men whose voices you can hear, voices of death and iron. King Herod's voices. Better the friendly beasts. What am I saying? We have a stable at the end. Safe from the cold at least, and if you choose, you shall be very welcome. Will you share it?
Gladly, and with great joy.
The lantern, husband?
Nay, I will take it. I can see the path. Come.
Well, I suppose that you must have your way, and any other night. Well, they're decent people, or seem to be.
He has his arm about her, smoothing out the roughness of the path for her.
Although they are not even people of our town, as I suppose you know.
So rough a path to tread with weary feet.
There's a frost up in the air tonight. I'm cold. Or... Yes, I must be cold. That's it now, to be sure. Come, shut the door.
Something begins. Starlit and sunlit. Something walks abroad in flesh and spirit and fire. Something is loose to change the shaken world.
The night deepens. The stars march in the sky. The prefect's men are gone. The inn is quiet. But in the street outside...
Who sings so late? How can they sing so late? I'll go and see. Wait, I'll rub the window pane. It's rimed with frost. They're shepherds from the hills.
Shepherd?
Yes, mistress. They have crooks and staves. Their tattered coats are ragged on their backs. Their hands are blue and stinging with the cold. And yet they all seem drunken. Not with wine, but with good news. Their faces shine with it.
Cold and so late, poor creatures. Call them in. The prefect's men are gone.
Aye, but the master...
He's dozing. Do as I tell you.
Come in. Come in. Tarry a while and rest.
We cannot stay. We follow the bright star.
Where did they go? Would they not stay with us?
Mistress, they did not even look on me. They looked ahead. They have gone toward the stable. The stable of our inn.
The stable of our inn? And they are gone.
Aye, gone, but... Mistress, do you hear?
Hear what?
The tread of steeds on the hard ground. Iron hoofed, ringing clear. A company that comes from out the east. I've never seen such things. I'm afraid. These are great lords. Great kings with strange and memorable beasts. And crowns upon their heads.
What's that? Lords, nobles, kings here in Bethlehem, in our poor town? What fortune! Oh, what fortune! Stand from the window there, you silly girl. I'll speak to them. My gracious, noble masters, worthy and mighty kings, our humble inn is honored by your high nobility. Come in, come in. We've fire and beds and wine. Come in, tarry a while and rest.
We cannot stay. We follow the bright star.
I do not understand it. They are gone. They did not even look at me or pause, though there's no other inn. They follow the poor shepherds to the stable.
They would not tarry with us. No, not one.
And yet...
Peace, husband. You know well enough why none would tarry with us, and so do I. I lay a while in sleep, and a voice said to me, Gloria, Gloria, Gloria in excelsis Deo. The child is born, the child is born. And yet I did not rise and go to him, though I had waited and expected long. For I was jealous that my child should die and her child live. And so I have my judgment, and it is just.
Dreams.
Were they dreams, the shepherds and the kings? Is it a dream? This glory that we feel streaming upon us and yet not for us.
Now, mistress, 'tis my fault, not yours. You told me seek the strangers in the stable and see they had all care, but I forgot.
Mistress, the fault was mine. You told me also, but I did not go.
If there was any fault, wife, it was mine. I did not wish to turn them from my door, and yet I know I love the chink of money, love it too well, the good, sound, thumping coin. Love it, oh God, since I am speaking truth, better than wife or fire or chick or child, better than country, better than good fame. Would sell my people for it in the street or for a price, but sell them. And there are many like me, and God pity us.
God pity us indeed, for we are human and do not always see the vision when it comes, the shining change, or if we see it, do not follow it because it is too hard, too strange, too new. And now I know this, standing in this light, who have been half alive these many years, brooding on my own sorrow, my own pain. Life is not lost by dying. Life is lost minute by minute, day by dragging day, in all the thousand small, uncaring ways, the smooth, appeasing compromises of time, which are King Herod and King Herod's men, always and always. Life can be lost without vision, but not lost by death. Lost by not caring, willing, going on beyond the ragged edge of fortitude to something more, something no man has seen. You who love money, you who love yourself, you who love bitterness, and I who loved and lost and thought I could not love again, and all the people of this little town, rise up. The loves we had were not enough. Something is loose to change the shaken world, and with it we must change.
Now, that's well said.
Who speaks there? Who are you?
Who? Oh, my name is Dismas. I'm a thief. You know, the starved, flea-bitten sort of boy who haunts dark alleyways in any town, sleeps on a fruit sack, runs from the police, begs what he can, and borrows what he must. That's me.
How did you get here?
By the door, innkeeper, the cellar door. The lock upon it's old. I could pick locks like that when I was 5.
What have you taken?
Nothing. I tried the stable first, and then your cellar. I slipped in, crept up, rolled underneath the bench while all your honest backs were turned, and then...
And then?
Well, something happened. I don't know what. I didn't see your shepherds or your kings, but in the stable I did see the child. Just through a crack in the boards, one moment's space. That's all that I can tell you. Is he for me as well? Is he for me?
For you as well?
Is he for all of us? There are so many of us, worthy mistress. Beggars who show their sores and ask for alms. Women who cough their lungs out in the cold. Slaves, though I've been one. Thieves and renegades who knife each other for a bit of bread, having no other way to get the bread. The vast sea of the wretched and the poor, whose murmur comes so faintly to your ears in this fine country. Has he come to all of us or just to you?
To every man alive.
I wish I could believe.
And if you did, no doubt you'd give up thieving.
Gently, lady, gently. Thieving's my trade. It's the only trade I know. But if it were true, if he had really come to all of us, I say to all of us, then honest man or thief, I'd hang upon a cross for him. Would you? Yeah, I see I've said something you don't like. Something uncouth and bold and terrifying. Yet I'll tell you this. It won't be till each one of us is willing, not you, not me, but every one of us, to hang upon a cross for every man who suffers, starves, and dies, that there will be no crosses and no tyrants, no Herods and no slaves. Well, it was pleasant thinking things might be so, and so I'll say farewell. I've taken nothing. And he was a fair child to look at.
Wait.
Why? What did you see there by the window?
The dawn. The common dawn. The ordinary poor and mortal day. The shepherds and the kings have gone away. The great angelic visitors are gone. He is alone. He must not be alone.
I do not understand you, wife.
Nor I.
Do you not see? Because I see at last. Dismas the thief is right. He comes to all of us or comes to none. We are the earth his word must sow like wheat, and if it finds no earth, it cannot grow. We are his earth, the mortal and the dying, led by no star. The sullen and the slut, the thief, the selfish man, the barren woman. And yet, unless we go, his message fails.
Will he bring peace? Will he bring brotherhood?
He would bring peace. He would bring brotherhood. And yet he will be mocked at in the street.
Will he slay King Herod and rule us all?
He will not slay King Herod. He will die. There will be other Herods, other tyrants, great wars and ceaseless struggles to be free, not always won.
These are sad tidings of him.
No, they are glad tidings of great joy, because he brings man's freedom in his hands. The thought, the wish, the dream of brotherhood, never and wholly to be lost. The water and the bread of the oppressed, the stay and succor of the resolute, the harness of the valiant and the brave, the new word that has come to the shaken world. And though he die, his word shall grow like wheat, and every time a child is born in pain and love and freedom hardly won, born and gone forth to help and raise mankind, there will be women with a right to say, Gloria, Gloria in excelsis Deo, a child is born.
Gloria, Gloria.
Come, let us go. What can we bring to him? What mortal gift?
I have a ribbon. It's my prettiest. It is not much, but he might play with it.
I have a little bell my father gave me. It used to make me merry. I've kept it. He may have it.
My pocket's empty. My rags are bare. But I can sing to him. That's what I'll do. And if he needs a thief to die for him.
Don't speak of dying. It's a nasty thing. Nasty and cold. And I will give my gold. I say I'll give my gold. All of my gold. Every round piece. Oh, do not look at me so judgingly with your child's candid eyes. I'm but a man. I will give all my heart.
And I, my faith, through all the years and years, though I forget, though I'm led astray, though after this I never see his face, I will give all my faith. Come, let us go. We, the poor earth, but we, the faithful earth. Not yet the joyful, not yet the triumphant, but faithful, faithful to the end of time. Come.
Come, all ye faithful.
Joyful and triumphant.
Come ye, oh, come ye to Bethlehem.
Come and behold him, born the King of angels. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Christ the Lord.
Ellen Hayes, to Philip Merivale, and to the gifts of Stephen Vincent Benet, who wrote A Child is Born, DuPont extends its thanks and deep appreciation for their contribution this Christmas season on the Cavalcade of America. Free men know that it is neither incompatible nor inconsistent to celebrate the birthday of the Prince of Peace in the midst of war. Only free men and those who fight for freedom know that this time we have the chance to create the peace that was promised that first Christmas long ago. We of DuPont add our fervent hopes to the prayers for peace. For whatever success DuPont has achieved has come in greatest measure from serving the needs of peace, of better living. So it is with hope and courage and abiding faith that the men and women of the DuPont Company join on this third wartime Christmas with people of goodwill everywhere in a wish for the greatest of all gifts, victory and peace.
DuPont invites you to be its guest next Monday evening at the same time when Cavalcade presents Richard Arlen as the twice-shipwrecked Archie Gibbs, an U-boat prisoner, one of the most exciting stories to come out of the submarine war in the Atlantic. The orchestra and chorus this evening were under the direction of Donald Voorhees with special musical score composed by Arden Cornwall. This is Carl Frank sending best wishes from Cavalcade sponsor, the DuPont Company of Wilmington, Delaware. This is the National Broadcasting Company.
Wake up, America. Time to stump the experts. Each week at this time, H.J. Heinz Company, makers of the famous 57 varieties, gives you Information Please. A quartet of experts is on hand to answer your questions. Send them to Information Please at 570 Lexington Avenue, New York 22, New York. We may edit them a bit, and in case of similarity, you'll have to accept our judgment of who shall be paid. Please note that if, this year, we use your question, which is postmarked any time between now and December 31st, you will get not the usual $10 in war stamps, but a $50 war bond, plus a set of the 12-volume Britannica Junior Encyclopedia. If we muff the question, you get in addition $57 in war bonds and stamps, plus a 24-volume set of the regular Encyclopedia Britannica. All questions remain our property. Information Please is presented under the supervision of Dan Golenpaul. And now, our Master of Ceremonies, Clifton Fadiman.
Ladies and gentlemen, Information Please coasts right along in its usual freewheeling manner, offering tonight as its experts the tried and true trio, John Kieran of the New York Sun, Oscar Levant, and Franklin P. Adams. Together with our welcome guest, the author of the new bestseller, Taps for Private Tussie, Mr. Jesse Stewart of the sovereign state of Kentucky. But first a word of self-correction. On December 13th, a question submitted by Marvin Berger of this city was incorrectly answered by us, but Mr. Berger was not credited at the time with his $57 in war bonds and stamps, nor with his encyclopedia. Our mistake, and he gets them both in the next mail. And while we're on the subject of unfinished business, 2 weeks ago, we didn't have quite enough time to finish a question that came to us from Mr. Druck of New York City, who wanted to know who these people of literature were who went from one place to another in the following ways. We got the first two parts answered, one part wrongly, but not the third. Here's the third. Who went as follows: the knight went on horseback, the lady in a barge. The lady in a barge, the knight on horseback, in literature.
Is that poetry or is that an author?
This happens to be poetry. Mr. Kieran?
Why, Lady of Shalott went down dying in a barge, and Launcelot went on horseback
That's
to
right.
Avalon.
Well, it's a little tough on Mr. Druck, who I'm sure was momentarily expecting to get that $57, Mr. Kieran. But that is correct, and that gives us 2 out of 3. Now, how about this first one? We'll now begin with a question from Jessica Heller of Hollis, Long Island. And this is a musical question, gentlemen. If somebody sent you the gift suggested by each of these songs, would you keep it or would you send it back? This is all in the spirit of Christmas, and let's get 2 out of 3. Let's have the first. Mrs. Stewart.
Coming Through the Rye.
And what would you be getting in the way of a Christmas present, therefore?
I suppose a bottle of rye.
And will you keep it or send it back, Mr. Stewart?
I expect I'd keep it.
That's what I talked to you, and I should think you'd keep it. Yes, Coming Through the Rye, you'd keep. Now, how about the second one? Mr. Levant?
I'd get in trouble if I kept it, but I'd like to keep it.
What was it that you'd like to keep?
I'd find $1 million baby. It would involve taxes and my wife.
And not in that order, either. Yes, I found $1 million baby in a 5 and 10 cent store. And, Mr. Adams, would you keep it?
I would keep it.
You would keep it. I guess that's safe. Now, that gives us 2 out of 3 gifts, both kept. And let's have the third. Mr. Stewart.
La Cucaracha. La Cucaracha.
Yeah, La Cucaracha. Yes, you've got a Kentuckian kind of Spanish there.
Well, it's always been hard for me to say that word. I can hardly say it.
And now, if you got that in the mail as a Christmas gift...
I'd send it back.
You'd send it back. Yes, because you'd be getting what?
Cockroach.
A cockroach, yes. No gift for a Kentuckian or anybody else. Well, that gives us 3 out of 3. Try this one from Miss C.P. Moore of Richmond, Virginia. Approximately when do the following come to America, and from where did they come? Get 2 out of 3. The first is the potato. Mr. Stewart.
Came from South America. I think the country, it's probably Venezuela in that section.
Well, it might be nice. Is Peru anywhere near Venezuela?
Peru, or it's in that particular section.
In the Andes. It's indigenous to the Andes of Peru, and so it couldn't have come to America, by which I mean both North and South America, because it was here originally. Mr. Kieran?
Well, I was only going to observe that Peru is on the other side of South America from Venezuela.
Maybe it was one of those trailing potatoes that moved, you know.
It went back to Ireland, didn't it? And then went to Iowa, and then went on a Pullman train.
It's had quite a career. But it does not come, as many people think, from Ireland. It was introduced into Ireland. How about the horse? Mr. Levant.
From Arabia, doesn't it? The ones I lost money on came from Arabia.
Mr. Kieran?
Comes from Spain. It was introduced by the Spanish conquerors.
That's quite right. About what century would that be, Mr. Kieran?
That would be in the 16th century.
16th century is quite right. Brought over by the Spaniards. And we know about that from what interesting anecdote, Mr. Adams?
From Don Quixote.
Well, I wasn't thinking of that so much as how the boys down in Mexico greeted Cortez's men when they saw them in their saddles. They thought that it was all one animal.
They're centaurs.
Yes, they thought they were centaurs. They came together, a complete set, as it were. Now, how about ice cream? When did ice cream get here, and from where?
That's an American invention, isn't it?
No, it isn't. You would think so, Mr. Levant, but it isn't.
Well, George Washington...
Did he have ice cream?
You can't check on me now. I think he did.
Mr. Adams.
I think he thinks that he got it when he crossed the Delaware, but that wasn't... that was ice.
More in the way of a sherbet. Now, ice cream was invented in Italy at the beginning of the 17th century, and then it had quite a career. It spread to France, and then to England, and then finally to the United States. Well, that gives us 2 out of 3 and sends us on to this one. Let me see. Did we get... That's right. We got the horse wrong on account of Mr. Levant's impetuosity.
You don't get good ice cream in England now, I know that. Even 10 years ago. But I'm wrong. It's
No. Well, that has nothing to do with the question.
No.
$57 in war bonds and stamps to Miss Moore, and a set out of the Britannica. And here's one from Sylvia Lesage of Dixon, Illinois. Gentlemen, I will name 4 occupations and a novelist. Now, follow me closely. You ought to tell me which of the 4 occupations does not figure prominently in the novels of that author. I'll give you an example. If I should say a realtor, a doctor, PCAP, and then say Sinclair Lewis, which one would not figure in the novels of Sinclair Lewis? Mr. Stewart, is that your hand up?
I didn't get the question you asked, that first part there. I'm sorry.
Well, I named 4 occupations and a novelist, you see. And you were to tell me which of the 4 occupations does not figure in the novels of that author, or figure prominently. Now, that was just an example. How about that example?
The sea captain's not right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Obviously doesn't figure prominently, if at all. Now, how about, here are 3 sets of such. Get 2 out of 3. A farmhand, opera singer, miner, and preacher in the novels of John Steinbeck. Which doesn't appear in the novels of John Steinbeck, Mr. Levant?
The opera singer.
That's quite right. How do you figure that out?
Well, the miner... wait, do that again, please.
Farmhand?
Farmhand is of mice and men.
Very good.
Yeah.
Miner?
A miner?
Yeah.
Tortilla flat. No, there's no... Nobody does anything in tortilla flat.
It's in The Moon Is Down.
Well, that's quite vague, yeah.
And how about a preacher?
Preacher is in the Grapes of Wrath.
That's quite right,
yeah.
Yes. And the opera singer doesn't appear in any of the novels of John Steinbeck. How about this one? A parson, a photographer, a politician, and an artist in the novels of Nathaniel Hawthorne. Which of those does not appear? Parson, photographer, politician, artist. Mr. Kieran.
Photographer.
How do you figure that?
I don't think photography was a business when he was writing. It was quite early in the history of photography.
It was, and his character the photographer in The House of the Seven Gables, I guess was one of the earliest photographers to be portrayed in fiction. You do lose on that one, John. Now, how about fixing up Mr. Kieran with the right answer? Which one doesn't appear in the novels of Nathaniel Hawthorne?
Say him again.
It doesn't. You don't lose anything if you guess, Mr. Adams.
We don't remember what you asked.
Parson, photographer, politician, artist.
Politician.
That's quite right.
Sure.
Very good, Mr. Levant. A little late, but quite right. The parson, of course, is in what book?
Arthur Dimmesdale in the Scarlet Letter.
Very good, Mr. Kieran. The photographer's in The House of the Seven Gables, and there's an artist in what other novel, Mr. Adams?
Probably The Marble Fawn.
That's quite right. Well, you see, you could have figured it all out yourself. Well, that gives us one wrong. How about this one? Cowboy, stonecutter, scenic designer, and college professor. And the novelist is Thomas Wolfe. Which of those characters does not appear in the novels of Thomas Wolfe?
Once more, please. You do the author after the things. That's what makes it...
Mr. Stewart had his hand up on
Go ahead.
Well, no, I didn't get... I would like that to be repeated.
All right, I'll give it to you again. Cowboy, stonecutter, scenic designer, and college professor.
The cowboy.
Cowboy.
That's right, Mr. Stewart and Mr. Levant, both at once. The stonecutter is in Look Homeward Angel.
Yeah.
Where's the college professor, Mr. Stewart?
Uptime
in the River.
Uptime in the River.
And the designer?
That stonecutter is also in a short story by Thomas Wolfe. The first one was published in Scribner's, his first published short story.
Quite right.
Well, his father was in the time...
Yes, and the sea designer was in You Can't Go Home Again. Well, that gives us 2 out of 3. Try this one from Henry Sonneborn, Jr. of Baltimore, Maryland, and again get 2 out of 3. Which of these characters, gentlemen, was real, and which imaginary? The first is Baron Munchausen. Real or imaginary, Mr. Kieran?
It was real.
Right. We think of him as imaginary. When did he live, Mr. Kieran?
Oh, golly, I don't remember. Let's see, about the 17th or 18th century.
Well, that's 200 years to play around. Well, that's quite right. In the 18th century, he died in 1797. He served in the Russian army against the Turks. And how do we get the lies, the fantasies?
Well, he exaggerated. He had a flair for enlarging on the things that he'd been through.
Yes.
On the things he hadn't been through, I think.
And how about Paul Bunyan? Is he real or imaginary? Paul Bunyan, Mr. Stewart?
Imaginary.
Imaginary. Who is Paul Bunyan, Mr. Stewart?
Well, he was supposed to be a great lumberjack that worked in the Northwoods in Michigan.
Yeah.
And there's great stories told about him. That they could drink a keg of beer and the tree that he cut down, and the goose that they killed was so large that it took him, I think, 50 to 200... I don't know how long it took them to cook it, and they couldn't stick a fork in it, and then it got up and flew away.
Hey, you know these stories, Mr. Stewart.
Well,
they don't tell that sort of story down in Kentucky, do they?
That's before rationing, that story.
We tell, similar stories, yes.
Some stories like that. How about Johnny Appleseed? Was he real or imaginary? Mr. Stewart again.
He was real.
He was indeed. Who was he?
Well, I don't know his name, but he passed through that country in southern Ohio and planted apple trees and northeast Kentucky all the way into one of the, probably Illinois or Missouri.
Indiana, I guess.
Indiana, was that?
Mr. Kieran, do you know what his real name was?
Sounds like Wendell Willkie, no.
I don't remember. I should.
Well, he was a real man. I think he came from the state of Massachusetts, and his name was John Chapman. John Chapman. They called him Johnny Appleseed because, as Mr. Stewart reminds us, he planted apple seeds wherever he went. Well, that gives us 3 out of 3. Try this one from Mrs. A.L. Schaffer of Jamaica, Long Island. Name 3 books whose titles might help fill up a tool shed. For example, T.S. Stribling's The Forge might be such a one. Now, any titles which have something in them which would help to fill a tool shed? Mr. Kieran.
The Turn of the Screw by James.
That would be a very good one. Mr. Adams.
Plain Tales from the Hills.
Plain, yes, a plane. Very good. Mr. Levant.
I Saw France Fall.
Saw, yeah, very good. Very good. So that gives us 3. Any others that you can think of? Oh, there's O'Casey's The Plow and the Stars. Well, you wouldn't have a plow.
Oh, yes, Plowman's Folly is one that's just out, a recent book.
That's right, that would be one.
And the Anvil, let's see.
Mm-hmm. There's Alias Jimmy Valentine, a particular kind of tool shed might have that one. And How to Prepare Your Income Tax if it was a very small tool shed. And this is a reference in fiction for our Heinz reporter, Ben Grauer. Ben, who was that certain lady who made the gravy, which was ready beforehand, piping hot, while Master Peter mashed the potatoes with incredible vigor, Miss Belinda sweetened up the applesauce, and Martha dusted the hot plates?
Well, I'll bet everybody in our audience spotted that one. It was Mrs. Cratchit who heated the gravy, and the passage you quoted tells about one of the most heart-warming feasts in all literature, Christmas dinner at the Bob Cratchit's as described by Dickens in A Christmas Carol. There's only one thing I've always missed on the Cratchit dinner menu. It's the soup. For to my way of thinking, you need soup to give the real note of festivity to a dinner. And in millions of American homes, Heinz Cream of Tomato Soup has been one of the traditional fixings of Christmas dinner for years back. You know, that's a soup that even looks like Christmas. For it has that rich red color, that deep but delicate shade that you get when you stir thick cream into a puree of luscious ripe tomatoes. And if you want to carry out that Christmas theme of red and green, you can add a generous sprinkling of chopped parsley to Heinz cream of tomato soup. It will look beautiful, and it tastes, well, stop me here, for I could go on from now till New Year's talking about Heinz cream of tomato soup.
Thank you, Ben Grauer. And now try this one, gentlemen, from Miss Glo Wilson of Ottawa, Illinois. About whom was this said? Get 2 out of 3 if you can. Quote, a mind at peace with all below. Close quote. About whom was that said? That's not an easy quotation to spot. Mr. Kieran?
Yeah, I know the line, but I can't find it.
Gee whiz, I wish I could extract that from that lovely head of yours, Mr. Kieran. It's the lady who walks in beauty in Byron's poem. Oh. She walks in beauty like the night. Mr. Stewart, did that come back to you, too? Just a little too late? A mind at peace with all below, a heart whose love is innocent. The last 2 lines of Byron's poem. And try this one. About whom was this said? Oh, 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 what a girl. Mr. Levant.
Oh, 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 what a girl. If you knew Susie again. Is that right?
That's the one, yeah.
You know Susie, like I know Susie. Oh, 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 what a girl. It's exaggerated.
That's the one. Susie is right. Who wrote the song, Mr. Levant?
I only know that Shapiro Bernstein published it. Wait, I think I could even tell you who wrote it. Eddie Cantor used to sing it. That was his big song.
Huh? Buddy DeSilva, I think.
Is that he's the head of Paramount. I apologize, DeSilva.
Even so. Now, about whom was this said? Holy, fair, and wise is she. Mr. Kieran.
Sylvia.
Sylvia is right. Where do you find Sylvia?
You find Sylvia in a song in Shakespeare. I think perhaps it's The Two Gentlemen of Verona.
It is indeed, Mr. Kieran. And how, can you give us a line or two?
Who is Sylvia? What is she that all the swains adore her? And so
I can sing it.
That's bad. That's bad. Oh, we got 2 out of 3 on that. Try this one from Helen Dannerly of Holyoke, Massachusetts. Here is a question based on funeral marches, gentlemen. Who is being buried to these funeral marches? And get 2 out of 3. Here is the first. Mr. Adams?
A marionette.
That's absolutely right, Mr. Adams.
Ask him who wrote it.
Who wrote it?
Gounod.
That's right.
Hey, that's good. I don't think you're long for this program, Levant. Gee whiz, Adams, you know you floored the whole crowd on us. And what's the name of the composition?
Funeral March of a Marionette.
That's a perfect response. That's very good. You can't catch. All right, let's have the second one. Take that look of reflection off your face, Adams. You know you're just kidding. Mr. Levant.
Siegfried in the last act of Götterdämmerung.
Yes. Funeral March of Siegfried. Did you know that, Mr. Adams?
I never stayed for the last act of that.
I think you were wiser than Levant, Mr. Adams.
That's the best act. It's a wonderful act.
You like it, eh? The third and last, now, of funeral marches. Now, Mr. Levant?
That's the second movement of the Eroica by Beethoven.
Yes.
I imagine, but I don't believe it's true, that it was originally intended to be about Napoleon, but that's nonsense.
Why couldn't it have been Napoleon, do you think, Mr. Levant?
Because they said his name was scratched out when he went too far. Beethoven was annoyed at him, and so forth and so on. But,
you don't think that story is true?
Not as far as the second movement. Well, I'll get a lot of letters. I believe it, I don't believe it. No letters.
Well, it might have been Napoleon. It might have been perhaps some other hero of the time.
I just think it was a movement to follow the first movement, and it was slow.
But that gives us 3 funeral marches out of 3, which is enough. Try this one for Mrs. Roland Purnell of Merchantville, New Jersey. Name 3 stories, novels or short stories, in which one or more characters did a good job of avoiding work. did a good job of avoiding. Mr. Adams.
Taps for Private Tussy.
Yes, how many characters would you say in Mr. Stewart's book avoided work?
Practically all of them.
Practically all. Mr. Stewart, that's really an unusual formula for writing a bestseller, to have all the characters do nothing whatsoever.
Nobody worked but Stewart.
And I did on that.
I bet you did. Mr. Levant.
Well, Tobacco Road's the same type.
Yes, they don't do much working in Tobacco
They
Road.
eat
That's
turnips,
true.
so that's pretty hard to do.
That gives us 2. How about Mr. Kieran?
The Lotus Eaters by Tennyson.
Yes, that's a nice reference. There's certainly no work done the Lotus Eaters. Mr. Kieran? Mr. Levant?
You can't take it with you. They don't even pay the income tax in that play.
It seems to me somebody does work and you can't take it with you.
Well, you didn't say that...
Which character doesn't?
Well, the father doesn't. Well, there's a man who works at a bank who lives there, but he's not part of the family.
Even the father goes to graduation ceremonies at Columbia, and that's sometimes work. Huckleberry Finn.
Tortilla Flat?
Tortilla Flat, yes, any of those. All very good answers. Try this one from Rebecca Simon of Brooklyn, New York. Who are these chiselers of the animal world? The first is a bird that likes to lay its eggs in the nest of another bird. Nasty creature, Mr. Stewart.
It's what we call the cowbird. I don't know the technical name for it.
The technical name is cowbird.
It is? Well, it's a cowbird because they followed my plow, and I've seen them on the other bird's nest, especially the cardinal's nest.
They do that.
They do that, yes, sir.
And now, Mr. Kieran, is there a Latin name for cowbird to help out, Mr. Stewart?
I'm not quite sure. I think it's Molothrus ater.
Take that back to Kentucky with you, Mr. Stewart. Mr. Levant?
Sometimes when we make guest shots on other shows, we lay eggs on other people's nests.
You speak for yourself, Oscar.
I speak for you, too.
Glad to have somebody speak for me on this program. Well, here's another chiseler of the animal world. This is a shellfish that takes the shells of other mollusks and discards each for a bigger one as it grows. A fine career for a shellfish. Mr. Kieran.
The chambered nautilus? That uses its own, discards its own shell.
No, well, that's not the one. And it's one that actually moves into the discarded shell of a larger cousin or brother or sister or something and stays there. What one is that?
I don't know.
It's the hermit crab.
That's right.
I believe.
That's right.
Is that right? Have you ever seen that being done, Mr. Kieran?
No, I haven't.
You find hermit crabs around our part of the country?
I think you do.
I imagine. How about a bird that moves in when a rodent moves out? Mr. Kieran.
That is the owl of the desert, the Arizona desert, the burrowing owl.
That's right.
It moves into the deserted nests of prairie dogs. But don't ask me to give you that Latin name because it's very complicated.
No, I won't ask you for that. That gives us 2 out of 3. And now here's a different type of question. It seems that there's an ancient Swedish custom that promises to find wide acceptance in this country. And since it's connected with eating, our Heinz reporter, Ben Grauer, should be able to tell us about it. Take over, Ben.
Well, in Sweden, it's the custom on Christmas Eve for everybody in the household, servants and all, countesses and cooks, to share a buffet supper in the kitchen. Well, it's a fine idea because in most homes there isn't much time to fuss about dinner the night before Christmas. There are the last packages to be wrapped, the finishing touches to go on the tree, and the neighbors all dropping in to say hello, so you get the kitchen all slicked up and shining. And then you all gather around the kitchen table, and you help yourself to cold meats and hot breads or sandwiches or baked beans. And best of all, you fill your bowl clear to the top with a big steaming ladleful of Heinz cream of tomato soup. Now there's a soup that rounds out a supper. Heinz cream of tomato soup is light and delicate in color and flavor, but it has real body to it because it's made with plenty of rich, heavy cream. And the seasoning is masterly. That's the only word for it. Heinz cooks add their spices according to a recipe that was old and tried and true when your grandfather was young. You'll want to have Heinz cream of tomato soup on hand for your holiday meals, so make a note of it on tomorrow's shopping list.
Thank you, Ben Grauer. Now try this one from Miss Frances Klein of Essington, Pennsylvania. Identify these American poets from their careers. The first was a Quaker, a bookkeeper, a slipper maker, and a journalist. Who was he? Mr. Stewart.
Whittier.
That's right. First names? What was his first name?
John Greenleaf
We
Whittier.
like first names on this program. Now, how about one who was a scene shifter, a harvest hand, a biographer, and a newspaper man? An American poet, Mr. Stewart again.
Whitman, Walt Whitman.
Now, you have to prove that one by me. Was he ever a harvest hand? I don't think so.
I guess I'm right.
That's wrong.
He was he ever a biographer?
No.
No. Was he ever a scene shifter? No. We've only got 1 out of 4 on that one. He was a newspaper man, that's right. Now, the answer, Mr. Adams?
It might be Bryant. He was a newspaper man.
He was, and he was a biographer, too. I don't think he was either a scene shifter or a harvest hand, Mr. Kieran. No,
Was it Franklin P. Adams?
Oh, he worked on a farm, but I don't know that he ever was a scene shifter.
Adams, did you
Franklin P. Adams was a newspaper man, a scene shifter as of now. And what else?
A harvest hand.
Well, he has a farm.
He has a farm, but somebody else does the work for him. Mrs. Adams, as a matter of fact. No, it's Carl Sandburg. Carl Sandburg has been all of those things. That gives us one wrong. And how about this? Here's a poet who's been a lawyer, a magazine editor, a soldier, and a librarian. Who is that?
Harry Hopkins. No, I'm sorry. He was a librarian.
He's not a poet.
No.
Mr. Stewart.
It's the one in the Library of Congress now that wrote Conquistador.
McLeish?
Archibald McLeish.
Archibald McLeish. Did you mean your answer seriously?
No, of course not. No, I mean it seriously. I did.
You mean it seriously?
It was a bad joke.
Sorry, you confuse me sometimes. Not often. I'll accept your answer then, Mr. Stewart is quite right. Archibald McLeish, now the head of the Library of Congress. That gives us 2 out of 3. Try this one from Anthony Lutrario of Providence, Rhode Island. Here's a very interesting question, particularly for people who, like Mr. Adams and Mr. Stewart, are professional poets. And even Mr. Kieran, I think, tosses a stave around occasionally. From the style, can you identify this contemporary poet? I'll just read a few lines from him or her. See if you can get, just from the style, who it is. Feed the grape and bean to the vintner and monger. I will lie down lean with my thirst and my hunger. Mr. Adams.
That's Edna St. Vincent Millay.
That's quite right, Mr. Adams. Would you be able to tell it if you didn't know those 4 lines, do you think?
I think so.
I think you would, too. Where are those lines from, by the way? See, you don't know, and that proves that you got it just from the style. Well, it's from The Harp Weaver and Other Poems, a poem called Feast by Edna St. Vincent Millay. Now try this one. Meaningless as wind in dry glass or rat's feet over broken glass. Mr. Stewart.
I think that's Carl Sandburg.
No.
Can I take a guess?
You bet, Mr. Yes,
Doesn't necessarily have to... Is it T.S. Eliot?
It is. That's
How
quite
do you
right.
like that?
I like that very well indeed. Very good.
And I wasn't fooling. He's my favorite poet. I read 4 lines of his once.
That's swell for Eliot.
The 4 quartets, the last quartets.
Gee, I wish you'd come in just a second before Mr. Stewart.
Well, I didn't, so what?
Well, I have to count that wrong, although the second guess of Mr. Levant, which was not a guess at all, I think he really knew it, is right. T.S. Eliot, The Hollow Men is the poem from which it comes. Try this one. Tooting hope, tooting hope, tooting hope, tooting hope, willy, 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 wahoo. Mr. Adams.
If that isn't Gertrude Stein, I want my money back.
You know, it might very well be, but it isn't. It isn't. Mr. Kieran?
That fellow who goes around playing the banjo, isn't it? He wrote a book here not so long ago, about a year, or within 2 years.
No, this poet's been dead quite a few years.
Well, then it isn't my friend.
Mr. Adams?
Rachel Lindsay.
Yes, that's the one, Mr. Adams. Awfully sorry you came in late on that. And no, that's much better than anything Miss Stein ever wrote. Really. That gives us 2 wrong out of 3 and sends $57 in war bonds and stamps to Mr. Lutrario. Yes, Mr.
I know of Gertrude Stein that's better than that. I go there regularly every day I go there regularly.
You think that's better than that?
I like that.
You fight it out with Adams. Believe me, there's very little to choose between those quotations, but I think I prefer Mr. Lindsay's. By the way, do you know what poem that comes from, Mr. Adams? Something called the Calliope Yell. He pronounces it Calliope. I don't know whether that's right, Mr. Kieran. Should it be Calliope?
Not in our circle.
That's right about a circus.
I guess it is right about a circus. Well, that gives us 2 wrong and sends $57, as before said, and I guess that's all we'll have time for. Thank you, Mr. Stewart, for the aid and assistance tonight. This evening, the H.J. Heinz Company has paid out $114 in war bonds and stamps and 2 sets of the Encyclopedia Britannica. Next week, along with Mr. Kieran and Mr. Adams, Information Please will present 2 favorite information pleasers, the well-known news commentator, Mr. Leon Henderson, and the versatile poet, novelist, and lecturer, Miss Jan Strother. Remember,
Lux presents Hollywood. The Lux Radio Theater brings you Bing Crosby and Dorothy Lamour in Dixie with Barry Sullivan. Ladies and gentlemen, your producer, Mr. Cecil B. DeMille.
Greetings from Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen. This town has given me many unforgettable memories, but none clearer than the sight of Bing Crosby in blackface and sideburns, wearing a shirt that might have been made from one of Dorothy Lamour's sarongs, bicycling down a street on the Paramount lot, puffing gently on a pipe and warbling one of the tunes from Dixie. That was the day I wrote Santa Claus and asked him to bring us Dixie for Christmas. Bing, having just finished the picture Going My Way at Paramount, accepted Santa's invitation to go our way. And then the old gentleman delivered in prodigal style by bringing us Dorothy Lamour and Barry Sullivan in the same package. Barry is the promising young actor who makes his big-time debut in Paramount's Lady in the Dark. Dixie is the story of a song. It's been on the hit parade for about 100 years. And tonight you'll hear Bing sing Dixie and some of the other great hits of the picture. By bringing you tonight's play, I think Lux Flakes provides the perfect opportunity to relax before your last-minute Christmas shopping. For months now, the people of America have been accustomed to buying fewer things and making the old ones last longer. That's certainly much less fun than getting a new car, new clothes, a new refrigerator, or what have you. But it does represent a real contribution to the nation. And by helping to keep things looking new in the department of washable fabrics, Lux Flakes makes the whole idea easier to take. Now for something that's very easy to take. We raise the curtain on the first act of Dixie, starring Bing Crosby as Dan Emmett and Dorothy Lamour as Millie, with Barry Sullivan as Mr. Bones. In the period before the Civil War, a new form of entertainment flashed across the American scene, the minstrel show. This is the story of the first of the great minstrels, Daniel Decatur Emmett, who donned burnt cork and sang his way into the heart of a nation with his immortal song, Dixie. Daniel Emmett came from a peaceful little town on the Mississippi, peaceful and drowsy, except that on this Sunday afternoon, a fire has broken out in the big house on the hill.
Where's the fire? The Mason place. Look at it go. Well, get the fire wagon moving. Come on. We can't. Dan Emmett's got the key. What? The key to the firehouse. Dan Emmett's got it. Dan Emmett. Where's Dan Emmett? Hey, Dan Emmett. Has anyone seen Dan Emmett? Where's Dan Emmett?
The key to the firehouse is resting comfortably in Dan Emmett's pocket. And Dan Emmett himself is resting comfortably on the riverbank with his banjo on his knee. And there's a girl beside him, listening with shining eyes as he sings.
Won't you tell me when we will meet again? Sunday, Monday, or always? If you're satisfied, I'll be at your side. Sunday, Monday, or always? No need to tell me now what makes the world go round. When at the sight of you, my heart begins to pound and pound. What am I to do? Can't I be with you? Sunday, Monday, or always?
Oh, Dan, that's the nicest song you've written yet.
You like it, Jean?
Sunday, Monday, or always.
Well, never mind the Sunday and the Monday part, but don't you forget about always. Hey,
What is it?
thought for a second I smelled smoke.
Oh, Dan, you're always smelling smoke.
Yeah, I guess it's being head of the volunteer fire brigade. Job like that carries a lot of responsibility. Yes, sir. You got to be right up on your toes every second.
Dan, look. It is smoke.
Where?
Up there on the hill. Dan, it's my house.
Your house? Well, come on. I got to get over there. I got the key to the firehouse.
Might as well go home, Dan. She's burnt right out.
Yeah. Take the engines away, boys. Too bad.
Well, you certainly were a dang long time getting here. Now look at my house. Just look at it. We couldn't help it, Mr. Mason. Dan had the key to the firehouse, and we couldn't locate him. What, Dan Emmett?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Mr. Mason. There's not much left, is there?
Oh, yes, there is. Your pipe, Dan Emmett. I found it in what was the hall.
Let's see that. Well, it's my pipe, all right, but I don't remember leaving it there.
Oh, I'm sure he didn't, Father.
He certainly did. That's where the fire started.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Mason. I'll pay you back when I can.
Well, the house happens to be insured.
Oh, then everything's all right.
All right. Well,
Me and my family out in the cold. You irresponsible pup. You're no good, and I don't ever want to see you around here or around my daughter again.
Father!
Now, Mr. Mason, I guess this isn't a very good time to bring it up, but I can't very well never see your daughter again. I'm planning on marrying her.
Marry my daughter?
Yes.
How could you support her?
Well, I'm not exactly destitute. I got $500.
That's no credit to you. Your uncle left you $550 8 years ago.
Well, I'm quitting my job in the feed store. I'm going to be an actor and a composer.
What?
Father, please.
Now, play actors make a lot of money, Mr. Mason.
Yes, the good ones do. But you start play acting, and in 6 months you won't have a cent left.
Oh, I think you're wrong there, Mr. Mason. In 6 months, I'll have twice as much money.
Well, you come back here in 6 months with $1,000, and you can marry Jean. And I'd rather cut off my right arm than have that happen. So you can see what I think your chances are.
All right, Mr. Mason, but you better start saving rice. You're going to need a lot of it 6 months from now.
Dad.
I'll be around tonight to say goodbye, Jean. I'm taking the next riverboat south.
Keep those stevedores moving there. Get that cutting aboard.
I looked off at Jordan, but what did I see? Coming for to carry me home, a band of angels coming after me, coming for to carry me home.
Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. I looked over Jordan, what did I see? Coming for to carry me home. A band of angels coming after me. Coming for to carry me home.
Good afternoon, sir.
Oh, good afternoon.
I was on the upper deck, sir, listening to your singing. Very lovely indeed, sir.
Thanks very much.
You're a professional, no doubt?
Yes, of course.
I knew it. One professional can always spot another.
Here, you're a play actor?
Mr. Bones, world's champion Bones player and unsurpassed on the concertina. No doubt you've heard of me.
Yes, of course.
I see you were foresighted enough to bring along a box lunch, sir.
Mm-hmm. My girl did it up for me. Where you been appearing lately, Mr. Bones?
Huh? Oh, I've been abroad the last 2 years, touring the continent, command performances before royalty. Yes, a box lunch is a handy little thing to have on a boat, yes, indeed. Oh, but I'm interrupting your snack. Go right ahead. Do you eat, sir?
Oh, I can eat any time.
No, I wouldn't think of it. Go right ahead, please.
Well, if you don't mind,
Not
then
at all. It's too bad I didn't think to have my manservant fix one for me. Then I could join you.
Oh, say, I don't suppose you Oh, no, of course you wouldn't.
May I inquire, sir, what I wouldn't do?
Well, I was going to ask if you'd care to dine with me.
No, thank you, sir. I'm dining with the captain.
Oh, I'm
However,
sorry.
if you insist, I won't disappoint you, sir. Chicken. Chicken, sir, is the thing I am fondest of in all the world. Aye, the provisions are all gone. We had quite an appetite, didn't we?
Yes, if we eat like that very often, you're going to gain a lot of weight.
Tell me, Mr. Emmett, in what theater do you next unleash that golden voice of yours?
Right now, I'm not working.
Well, don't you find that a bit awkward, being without funds?
Well, I had a little windfall from an uncle of mine.
Little windfall, or are you just being modest?
Well, it was only $500.
Well, after all, it's not really the money. It's just knowing that your uncle didn't forget you. Well, how shall we spend this pleasant afternoon? Would you care to play some cards? Not for money, of course.
No, I don't know much about cards.
Well, I don't know much about cards either. I just happen to have these with me. We'll play a very simple game. We'll cut the cards and the high man wins. Now, cut, sir. Your queen of hearts against my two of spades. You win.
I win?
Yes, let's try it again. Cut, sir. Ace of spades. Well, there's no use my drawing. You win again. Once more, sir. Thank you.
Oh, you got me this time. 7 of clubs.
And I have the 6 of clubs. Oh, by Jupiter, but you're lucky. You know, it's too bad we aren't playing for money. You'd make a fortune.
Maybe we better play something else, huh?
No, sir. I'm determined to win at this game. Just to put some incentive into it, Mr. Emmett, I'll play you for $1.
All right, put up your money.
Well, no, never mind that. I'll trust you. The king of spades. Now I've got you.
Whoop. The ace again.
Mr. Emmett, how do you do it? I'll tell you what. I'll play you for $10.
The same game?
Same game.
Oh, you may be sorry.
That could be. That could be.
Evening, sir. You seasick, sir?
Oh, no, Stewart.
Anything I can get for you?
Yeah, you can get me $500.
$500?
No, never mind. Come.
Excuse me, sir, but is these yours, sir? These cards under the napkin?
Take them away.
Yes, sir. Why, there's 6 aces of spades here.
There's what? 6 aces? Let me see.
Unless you was playing with 6 decks. It looks dishonest to me.
Stewart, where's Mr. Bones' stateroom?
Mr. Bones, sir?
Yes, where is he?
Why, Mr. Bones got off back there at Martin's Ferry and took the fastest packet to New Orleans.
New Orleans, huh? All right, thanks. Mr. Bones! Hey, Bones! Hey, come here.
Why, it's Mr. Emmett.
Yes, it's Mr. Emmett.
A delightful surprise. Glad to see you in New Orleans. If you're going to be here long, you must look me up.
I've been looking you up for 3 weeks. Come here.
Mr. Emmett,
Stand still now. I want my $500.
$500?
Yes.
Are you by any chance referring to the money I won from you at
I'm
times?
referring to the money you cheated me out of.
That's a very harsh statement, Mr. Emmett. Why do you make it?
Because I found 6 aces of spades on your chair after you left the boat.
Oh, well, hundreds of people have sat in that chair. Why accuse me?
Because you're a crook.
That, sir, is almost an insult. You say I cheated you, Mr. Emmett. I say I didn't. That settles it. Good day, sir.
Oh, no, you don't. I want my money, and I want it right now.
I'd be very glad to return the money to you to put an end to this bickering, but the sad fact is the money is gone.
Gone? All of it?
Every sou.
Well, I'm going to take it out of your hide.
Hold on, Emmett, hold on. If you're hungry, I'll get you a meal, a fine meal.
I thought you were broke.
Well, that has nothing to do with it. Help me find a cockroach.
I'm not that hungry.
You don't understand, sir. I find a nice, healthy cockroach and place it in my wallet. We go to a restaurant and order a fine repast. At the conclusion of the dinner, I take the cockroach from my pocket and deposit it on the plate. Then I leave the establishment in a huff.
You mean a hearse?
Oh, have no fear, sir. Come along. I've enjoyed many an exquisite meal with a cockroach.
Yeah, who was whose guest?
It's a delicious meal, wasn't it? Now, if there's anything else you want, we'll order it. I want you to be perfectly satisfied.
Don't you get the idea this cancels the $500 you owe me? You're going to pay back every cent? But you got to go to work on the levee to do it.
Mr. Emmett, if you'll cease this petty persecution, I'll sponsor you in the theater. I'll make a place for you in my act. How's that?
I'd rather have the $500. Come on, get the cockroach out. Let's go.
Yes, Oh, wait, dear.
Huh? What's the trouble?
I can't find it.
Can't find what?
The cockroach. He's gone. Perhaps he's crawled on you.
What are we going to do?
Did you lose something, gentlemen?
Why, yes. As a matter of fact, yes, waiter. I seem to have misplaced my wallet.
And me too.
Both of you have lost your wallets?
I think we've been robbed, yes.
That, gentlemen, you should be ashamed to use. If I were going to steal a meal, I would have a more original approach.
Well, we did have.
I'll be glad to sign the bill and send you my check in the morning.
It won't be necessary. We can work out something right here. Oh, come on.
Let go of me.
No money, eh?
Oh, unhand me, you.
No wallet.
Wonderful food, wasn't it? Did you have enough to eat?
Yeah, but I'd hate to have to do it 3 times a day.
This is my boarding house. It's not much of an establishment, but you're welcome to be my guest until we get set.
Looks great to me. All I want's a place to lie down and bleed.
Be very quiet now. Someone's sick.
Just a minute, you.
Miss Cook.
Trying to sneak in again, are you?
Miss Cook, I'm glad I ran into you. I want you to meet a fellow artist of mine, the famous Mr. Dan Emmett. We've toured together.
From the looks of you, I'd say you toured several bars together.
Miss Cook is quite a wit. Well, come along, Emmett.
Just a moment, Mr. Bones. At the risk of being a bore, I'm going to ask you for your rent again.
Miss Cook, I've discussed that thoroughly with your father. He understands that when I've decided which local engagement to accept, I can reimburse him.
And just where do you think you're taking Miss Emmett?
To my room.
Oh, no, you don't. You might have made a deal with my father for yourself, but one deadbeat per room is enough.
Now, wait a minute. How do you know I'm a deadbeat? I haven't been here long enough to be one.
Well, you can remove all doubt by paying your rent in advance.
Oh, well,
Mr. Bones!
Well, old-timer, delighted to see you. I want you to meet one of my colleagues, the famous Mr. Dan Emmett. Dan, this is Mr. Cook.
Well, Mr. Emmett, I trust that you're going to stay with us for a while.
Well, I thought I'd...
No, he isn't, Father. I'm sick and tired of this. Every room in this house is full of down-and-out actors who came to you and flattered you with a little theatrical talk and settled down to live off us.
Millicent, my child, of course we know that you don't mean that. You're tired out.
Of course I'm tired out. From sweeping and scrubbing and taking and sewing to pay the bills. We got to draw the line somewhere, and we might as well draw it through Mr. Emmett. I'd like to draw it right through Mr. Bones, too. He not only doesn't pay his rent, but he tries to kiss me every time he catches me in the back hall.
My dear, you forget you're very attractive, and actors are emotional people. Besides, Mr. Bones said he would pay us when he had an engagement. Now he has one.
Where?
While you were out this morning, a messenger came from the Maxwell Theater. The manager wants to try out your act tonight.
They've always loved me here in New Orleans. I imagine this engagement will be sensational.
Well, come on then. Let's start putting our routine together.
Our routine? Mm-hmm. And why do you use the plural pronoun?
We made a deal. You agreed to take me in with you.
Oh, that was a hypothetical case. Sometime in the future, yes. Tonight, however, I am doing a single.
If you do, you'll be doing it in your underwear.
And what do you mean by that?
This is too good a chance to miss. We can get 2 jobs instead of 1. In fact, we can get 4 by using those 2 broken-down actors in room 6. That means 4 actors paying rent instead of none. So, Mr. Bones, you better change your mind if you don't want your clothes locked in your room.
Well, what do you say, Mr. Bones? Do we go with you, or do we lock you up?
Wait. What are you going to do about those black eyes you're wearing? Makeup won't cover those.
Don't expect a solution from me.
I know what you could do. You can't change the color of your eyes, but you can make your faces up to match them. Go as darkies.
Miss Cook, if you think the audience would stand for our masquerading as Africans, why, we'd be run out of the theater.
Well, I'd rather be run out of it than never get in there at all. Come on.
Say there, Rasmus, what do you do for a living?
What's that? What do I do for a living?
That's what I say.
Well, I do as little as possible.
Yuck.
Say there, Mr. Man, I bet you's a lying with the lady.
That's what I is, brother, and you ain't just lying.
She's from Missouri. You'd know it right away. She's from Missouri. Be careful what you say. Don't try to fool her. What a fool you'd be when she has those eyes that say, you gotta show me, we'll soon be sweethearts. Her glances tell me so. Yet when I ask her, she sighs and answers no. I don't believe her. I'll tell you why. She's from Missouri, but so am I. And not from any other place, because it's written on her face. And just as sweet as any rose, you'd be surprised at what she knows. I don't believe her. I'm gonna tell you why. She's from Missouri, but so am I.
Well, the act went all right.
Yeah, we're a hit, I guess. Booked for a run. Kind of nice you let me walk home with you.
Oh, it's not so nice. I'm just not letting you out of my sight till we settle the terms of your rent.
Oh, yeah.
On top of that, I just couldn't cope with Mr. Bones tonight. He has the instincts of a boa constrictor.
I knew he was a snake, but I wasn't sure what kind.
I have to fight him off 3 times a day.
Why don't you speak to your father?
My father?
Yeah.
He's about as much protection as a lace shawl.
You know, I have an idea that you're pretty able to take care of yourself, too.
I've been doing it since I was 9. How long have you been an actor, Mr. Emmett?
Not very long.
I didn't think so. An experienced actor would have kissed me before I'd gone 10 feet.
Well, I'm not that inexperienced. I thought of it before we'd gone 5 feet.
Then why didn't you? Why don't you?
I think we should have gone 5 feet further.
In just a moment, Mr. DeMille presents Bing Crosby, Dorothy Lamour, and Barry Sullivan in Act Two of Dixie. During this brief intermission, Sally wants to introduce a special guest.
For an impossible interview.
He certainly looks impossible to me, but this was your idea, Sally. He's your friend.
My friend? I should say not. He hasn't a friend in the world.
Well, speak up, man. Who are you?
Well, you know how stockings pop into run sometimes, for no reason at all, like this. Well, I'm the guy who pops them.
You wouldn't have a chance if some people weren't careless about washing stockings, rubbing them with cake soap or using strong soap. Then the threads get weak.
Then I come along and pop them, and they never guess what happened. Boy, oh boy, is that fun.
You're a mean man. Stockings are so precious these days.
That's what I like. A run. Makes people complain about the stockings.
And all the time, it may be because they've been washing stockings the wrong way. You don't do much business when girls lux their stockings every night.
No, I don't have any fun. Stockings last twice as long when they're luxed every night.
Of course they do. They stay elastic so they can stretch and spring back into place without breaking into runs.
Yes, that's why it pays to lux stockings nightly and never risk strong soaps or cake soap rubbing. Actual strain tests prove Lux cuts down runs over 50%. That's twice the wear with gentle Lux care. Don't waste Lux Flakes. Use all you need to get rich suds, but no more than you need. We pause now for station identification. This is the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Act Two of Dixie, starring Bing Crosby as Dan Emmett and Dorothy Lamour as Millie, with Barry Sullivan as Mr. Bones. The minstrel show has been born in New Orleans. It's still only 4 men and burnt corpse, but the idea is catching on. Dan Emmett has plans now. 24 men on the stage at one time. Costumes, dances, funny sayings, and brand new songs. Bum, 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 bum.
Hello.
Oh, good morning, Millie.
I hear you had standees at the theater again last night.
Well, we haven't had a vacant seat for, the last 2 weeks. Bum, bum, bum.
Don't you ever get tired of working? You're at the theater all night. I shouldn't think you'd want to be writing songs all day.
Well, I'm not getting anywhere with this one. Tune keeps running through my mind, but I can't think of any words for it.
What you need is to relax. Why don't we take a walk this afternoon? It's a wonderful day.
Well, I don't know. That walking maybe isn't so good. Hey, I smell smoke.
Smoke?
Hey, look out. It's my pipe on those papers.
Oh, Dan, don't burn yourself.
That's all right. Hey, that was close. I got into trouble like that once before.
Let me see your hand. Did you burn it?
Just a little.
Let me see. Oh, Dan, I'm so sorry.
No, it's not bad. Look. Hey, let go, will you? Let go of my neck.
Dan, kiss me.
Well, here we go.
Good morning.
Oh, Father.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I was looking for Mr. Bones. He's going to enlarge his act, you know, and I might even consider going back on the stage myself. Oh, go right ahead with what you were doing. I'll see Mr. Bones presently.
He said for us to go on with what we were doing.
Millie, I think it's a pretty good thing he came in. See, I don't know what's the matter with me. I'm in love with Jean, and I'm going to marry her.
If that girl really meant anything to you, you couldn't kiss me like that.
Well, you sort of sneaked up on me.
Oh, did I? Well, I'm not going to sneak up on you anymore.
Hey, Millie.
Come on, the Virginia Minstrels. 24 men and 1,000 lamps. It's the biggest, it's the greatest, it's the most sensational new entertainment in the world. Opening tonight, the Virginia Minstrels.
Good luck, Father.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you.
Good luck to all of you.
Thank you, my sweet. Thanks.
And I suppose, Mr. Emmett, if you are successful tonight, you'll be racing back to marry that girl of yours.
Yeah, or sending for her to come here.
Oh, won't that be nice? Perhaps we can make it a double wedding. Mr. Bones and I are getting married, too.
We are? When did I ask you?
You didn't. But if you weren't leading up to it, you're a cad.
Well, I don't mind. At least we can try it for a while.
Well, aren't you going to congratulate us, Father?
Well, my little girl married. Seems only yesterday that you were in pigtails. My congratulations to both of you. Which ones you say you were marrying?
I believe she designated me.
Oh, really?
I'm safe, ready for the curtain.
Good luck again, Father.
Goodbye, my dear.
Bye, Millie.
You didn't congratulate me, Emmett?
Congratulations.
Your enthusiasm overwhelms me.
Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tambo Jones will sing a song about a horse and carriage. Mr. Tambo Jones.
By the way, have you tried going out for a little buggy ride with a girl by your side and a horse that knows the way back home from a scarred rosy lane while a lark in the meadow entertains, and you can drop the rein with a horse that knows the way back home. And between all the farms, you can then use your eyes to express what you long to say. And you won't mind at all if the horse wants to stall just to try out some new Monet. So if you should decide to go out for a little buggy ride and perhaps win a bride, get a horse that knows the way back, either black or brown, it's way back, but a horse that knows the way back home.
Will Antoine's be all right, Millie?
It's all right with me.
We really ought to celebrate this occasion, you know. The show a success, our engagement. Driver, Antoine.
Yes. Wait, hold that cab, driver. Millie, can I see you a minute?
I'm sorry, we're just going to...
Well, this is important.
What is it?
Well, I can't tell you here. Couldn't we go some other place?
My fiancée is already going someplace.
Millie, you can't be engaged to Mary Bones. You don't love him, and I know it.
Really?
Look here, Emmett, your conduct is unforgivable. Don't try me too far.
Millie, the minute I heard you say you were marrying him tonight, I knew I couldn't let you go.
Emmett, in a very few moments, you're going to have a fight on your hands.
Oh, don't bother to brawl with him, Bones, darling. Have the cabbie throw him out.
Millie, I don't blame you for feeling hurt after the way I treated you, but I'm sure of myself now. It's you I want.
Get your elbow out of my stomach and quit proposing to my fiancée.
Millie, please listen to me.
What do you want to do, start a harem with me and that girl of yours?
I'm just trying to put over the idea that I want to marry you.
Dan.
Emmett, my patience is almost exhausted.
Oh, Dan, darling, I'm so glad you said that. I'll marry you tonight if you want me to.
Darling.
Millie, this transcends decency. I demand an explanation.
Well, how can we make it any clearer to you?
Oh, Millie.
Oh, Dan.
Well, I must say, this was the shortest engagement on record.
Listen, there's a fire somewhere.
Oh, there it is. Good heavens, it's the theater.
The theater, Oh, Dan.
Hey, I can't find it.
What?
I thought I had it with me.
Had what?
My pipe.
Oh, Dan. What an eventful evening. The show was a triumph. I've been engaged to 2 men and the theater burns down. I wonder what'll happen next.
May I say I've had enough?
Oh, don't be depressed, Dan. You'll be back at work as soon as the theater is rebuilt. We can use that time to get married and have a honeymoon.
Well, before we get married, I think I'd better go back and talk to Jean.
Go back? Well, why don't you write her a letter? You can write, can't you?
Oh, you can't break that kind of news in a letter. You know how it is in small towns. People sort of pair you off, and when it doesn't go through, it's a tragedy. Really, the only decent thing for me to do is go back and talk to her in person. You just got to make her understand.
That may be decent, but I think it's silly. What do you expect me to do while you're gone?
Miss me, I hope. Don't get this, Mr. Mason. I come all the way from New Orleans just to see...
I'll tell you again, Jean doesn't want to see you, Dan.
Well, why not, Mr. Mason? I got something important to tell her.
I can give her any messages.
Not this one, Mr. Mason. I've got to speak to her myself.
All right. Come here to the window. There's Jean in the garden.
Why, she's...
Yes, she's in a wheelchair. She's been in it for weeks.
What happened to her? Did she have an accident?
Jean has the paralyzing sickness. She'll never walk again.
So that's why she didn't want to see me.
She doesn't want your pity, Dan.
She ought to know better than that, Mr. Mason. You see, I came back here to marry Jean.
Dear Millie, I suppose you've been wondering why I haven't written. Millie, there's no gentle or easy way I can say this, so I'll tell you right out. I'm married to Jean. I can't explain it because there's nothing to explain. We're in New York where I'm working on some new songs.
Come on now, you're going to hear this new song.
Oh, I feel like a baby the way you carry me around.
Oh, you married a strong guy.
Oh.
Now, you just sit there and listen.
All right, Master.
I hope you think it was worth the trip from the kitchen when you hear it. You need a pillow, Jean?
No, thanks. I'm fine, darling.
All right.
Did I see moonlight and magnolia trees? Smile again, my darling, if you please. Did I hear music on a warm spring breeze? Speak again, my darling, if you please. Did I feel cool September rain just then? If you please, touch my cheek with your hand again. When you are near me, I can dream with ease, and I'm yours, my darling, if you please.
Dan, that was lovely.
You really think so, honey?
It's the best thing you ever wrote.
Oh, you're a wonderful audience, Jean. You like them all.
Of course I have, because they're all wonderful songs. Why don't you try that new publisher you were talking about?
I'm going to. This morning. I'm going to start right at the top and bombard them with my collected works. Keep your fingers crossed, huh?
Oh, good luck, darling. And hurry back.
You know something? You're the bravest little wife a fella ever starved with.
And I'm yours, my darling, if you please.
Well? No, it ain't a good season for ballads. We're looking for something like The Farmer Pitched Hay All Day.
Oh, then I got just the song you want. Turkey in the Straw.
I don't want any songs about animals.
Not about an animal. It's about a turkey.
Turkey?
Yeah.
That reminds me, it's time for lunch.
Now, wait a second. I've played you 10 songs. They're all good numbers. You must like one of them.
All right, I'll give you $100.
For which song?
For all of them.
That's only $10 a song.
I can add 2. Do you want it?
Well, I don't want it, but I need it. All right.
I'll get you the money in an hour.
Look, I got one more song. It's my best. I've been working on it for a long time, but I just got the words today. Listen.
Oh, I wish I was in the land of cotton. Old times there are
Hold it.
Well?
I'll give you $1 for it.
$1? That's the trouble with you fellas. You have no foresight, no vision. I bet you haven't had a song success up here in years.
Now, that's the reason we can only give you $1 for it.
Thanks. I'll keep the song.
Is that you, Dan?
Hiya, honey. We're rich.
What?
Look, $100, all ours. I went up to the public.
Hiya, Dan.
Oh, hello. Mr. Cook. What are you doing up here?
Mr. Cook just got in from New Orleans. He came up to see you, Dan.
Oh.
For the past hour, I've been enjoying a visit with the most charming young lady I've had the honor of meeting in years.
Well, that's fine.
Dan, you sold the ballad.
Sure, $100.
Dan, that's a wonderful price for one song.
Yeah, well, it wasn't for one song. It was for 10 of them. They wouldn't take the ballad unless I threw in my whole repertoire.
That is an insult, Dan. You're wasting your time here. Why don't you come back to New Orleans?
What?
That's what I came for, Dan, to get you back where you belong.
I'm sorry, Mr. Cook. That's out of the question.
But you don't understand what's happened. Bones has arranged for a new show with new numbers, new routines, a cast of 40 people. Count them.
Well, that's fine. Then you won't need me.
Dan, why don't we go? We've had a hard time in New York, and you'll be happier if you're back on the stage.
Look, Jean, it's a bad idea.
But if your songs are being sung on the stage and made famous, why, well, the publishers can't help but be interested.
She's right there, Dan.
And I think it would do me good. It's cold here, and I can't get outdoors. The South would be wonderful for me. Oh, please, Dan. I want to go.
Well,
Please.
Well, all right, Mr. Cook. I'll come back.
Dan.
Splendid, Dan, splendid. You'll never regret it, never. I'll go and arrange for your transportation. We'll leave tonight. Start packing, my boy.
Dan, what are you thinking about?
Oh, about you and the trip and a lot of things.
You're not worried about anything, are you? It's all going to turn out beautifully, Dan. I know it.
Sure it will. Come on, honey, you must be tired. I'll carry you inside.
Mr. DeMille will return in a moment with Bing Crosby, Dorothy Lamour, and Barry Sullivan for Act 3 of Dixie. We have a special guest here tonight, and I'd like her to say a word now. She's Lieutenant Junior Grade Helen Rhodes of the Navy Nurse Corps, who served with our Navy at Pearl Harbor.
Thank you. There's only one thing I can talk about, Mr. Kennedy, and that's the courage of our fighting men and the modern miracle medicines that are helping us save so many lives. Medicines like the sulfa ointments that prevent the spread of infections, tannic acid for burns, and insulin for shock, and opiates to ease pain. Women may not know that these medicines contain glycerin, and glycerin comes from fat. Yes, from the kind of fats we used to waste in our kitchens. The women in this country have been doing a splendid job saving used fat, but we need more, twice as much more. It's such a little thing to save a tablespoon of fat a day, and it may save their life.
I'm sure that from now on, every woman who thought she had too little fat to save will pour it into a salvage can instead of down the drain. In recognition of this important job, the OPA has authorized butchers to give you 2 meat ration points for every pound of used fat you turn in. Take them proudly. You have earned them. And now, Sally, will you tell women just how to save fats?
Use a tin can. Any size will do. Never cardboard or glass. Pour into it all the fats you're not going to use again. Fat from bacon, sausage, soup, stews, or gravies. And this is important. Include the blackened grease from frying pan or roaster, too. All these kinds of fat contain pure glycerin. Keep the fat in your icebox until the container is full. Then turn it into your butcher at once. Don't wait.
You may not get an Army or Navy E, but what woman can fail to help in this simple way to see that our fighting men have the healing, life-saving medicines they need? Now, our producer, Mr. DeMille.
After the play, we'll meet Dorothy and Bing without the blackface. Now here's the curtain for the third act of Dixie, starring Bing Crosby and Dorothy Lamour, with Barry Sullivan. In the boarding house in New Orleans, Millie awaits the arrival of the new guests. With broom and dustpan in hand, she's sweeping the hall savagely when our father bursts through the front door.
Well, Millie, here we are.
So here you are. What about it?
Millie.
I told you when you left here that I wouldn't have him back again, and I meant it. And if that woman he married tries to set foot in this house, she'll find herself flat on her back on the front walk.
Now, Millie, you mustn't talk like that. Mr. Emmett is to be considered a professional associate of mine. I demand the same respect for him that you show me.
That's just what he's going to get.
Millie, please, for my sake, be ladylike. Be civilized.
All right. I'll hit her daintily.
Shh. Here they come.
Where is she? I'll wipe. Why, he's wheeling her. She's in a wheelchair.
Oh, she is. Didn't you know? She's an invalid, Millie.
Oh, no. No, I didn't know.
Come right in, Dan.
Hello, Millie.
Hello.
This is my wife. Jean, this is Millie Cook.
How do you do?
I'm glad to know you, Miss Emmett.
Thank you.
Well, Dan, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
How have you been?
Pretty good, Millie. And you?
Oh, wonderful. A little tired, though. I've been going out too much at night.
Well, Emmett, delighted to see you again.
Hello, Bones. This is my wife.
How do you do?
A great pleasure, Mrs. Emmett.
Thank you.
Emmett, this must be fate. You're coming back just when there's an opening for you in the X.
Oh, I'm lucky.
Well, everything's all settled. Now, all we need is an engagement.
Engagement? I thought there was a deal all set for a new show.
Well, we had a little bad luck there. That nosy manager at the Maxwell surprised us during a rehearsal before we had the act whipped into shape. Without a word of warning, he canceled our engagement.
Oh, well, there must be other theaters in town.
Oh, several. I haven't given up yet. I'm going to see Mr. Devereaux, the manager of the French Opera House, this afternoon.
Oh, they wouldn't have a black-faced act in there. They won't listen to anything unless it's sung by a 200-pound tenor.
Well, I only weigh 160, but I'm going to see Devereaux at the Opera House.
You won't find him there, friend. He spends all his time playing cards at the Delta Club.
Cards, huh? Well, did you say cards? That suggests things, huh, Bones?
I Thought you didn't approve of my playing cards.
Well, not when I'm the victim. Strikes me, Mr. Bones, that Mr. Devereaux would be quite helpless in the hands of a scientific player like yourself.
Your suggestion is not without merit, Mr. Emmett. Millie, you'd better start thinking up some new costumes. We'll need them.
There you are, sir. 4 kings. Beat that if you can, sir.
Very nice, Mr. Devereaux, but not nice enough. I have 4 aces.
Again, huh?
Rake in the chips, Mr. Emmett. Would you care for another game, sir?
Not tonight, Mr. Bones. I fear I've overpaid myself to the extent of a couple of $1,000. I trust an IOU will suffice, sir?
As a matter of fact, it won't.
Why, sir? You're inferring my word's not good enough for you?
I prefer cash.
Egad, you're a cheap horse trader. In the South, sir, a gentleman's word is unquestioned. An insult like this demands satisfaction.
You'll get it, sir.
Wait, sir. Mr. Bones, sir, you're forgetting that I accompanied you here at the request of your wife to prevent you from dueling. You've been fighting too much lately, sir, and she says she will not be married to a murderer.
I detest killing people, but the man asks for satisfaction. I leave it to you. Broadswords, rapiers, pistols, they're all the same thing.
Now, just a moment, Mr. Bones, sir. I'm sure that Mr. Devereaux will be agreeable to some method of payment. Obviously, he's a man of honor.
Thank you, sir.
Now, may I suggest that you two gentlemen meet privately and arrive at some agreement which will prevent the spilling of blood, you all.
Well, very well. I don't mind dueling, but I do hate getting up early in the morning.
Well, I'm at your service, sir. Just what's in your mind?
Well, I was going to suggest, sir, that I might assume your obligation to Mr. Bones in exchange for you doing me a small favor.
What sort of a favor?
Well, perhaps we had best discuss that within the private confines of your office.
Very well, sir. Just follow me.
Hello, Dan.
Oh, hello, Millie.
Are you going back to the house?
Yes,
I'll walk with you.
Fine.
Well, what kind of a card player was Devereaux?
Not nearly as good as he thought he was. We're booked to open at the Opera House.
Oh, wonderful.
Isn't that great?
Where are the others?
Oh, they're celebrating with a couple of beers.
Remember the first night we walked home together? I guess I was pretty silly that night trying to get you to kiss me.
You weren't so silly. I did it, didn't I?
But it was harmless enough, though. What happened since then has proven that.
Mm-hmm. I certainly appreciate the way you've treated Jean.
Don't give me too much credit, Dan. When you came back today, I was furious. Then when I saw her, I began to understand.
You like her?
She's a very sweet girl. It's wonderful not being mad at you anymore, Dan. I guess there isn't any reason why we shouldn't be as good friends as we ever were.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'd better go in.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello, Jean. Didn't see you sitting there.
I asked Mr. Cook to wheel me out. It's such a lovely evening, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, it's beautiful. Well, good night.
Good night.
Come on, get the thing moving. We're supposed to open this place tonight. Don't ask me why.
Well, Bones, how do you like it?
You mean to tell me you turned down $1 for that song?
What do you think, Mr. Cook?
Dan, my boy, you know I've been in the theater all my life. My feeling is entirely negative.
I have to sing it, Dan, and I don't like it either.
Well, then I'll sing it myself. That song has got to go in the show.
Dan.
Yeah, honey, what?
You know more about this than I do. It seems to me the song should be played faster.
Well, not to me it doesn't. People can yell all they want to, but that song's going to stay the way it is.
Oh, Mr. Emmett, sir. Could I speak to you a minute, sir?
Oh, yeah, sure, Mr. Devereaux.
Mr. Emmett, sir, our subscribers were expecting a more dignified type of entertainment. We cannot permit a blackface act in the French Opera House, sir.
Oh, no? Well, I've got a contract for 3 months signed by you. What about it?
I know, sir, but if you fail tonight, are you willing to settle your contract?
If we fail, we'll be glad to settle, if you can catch us.
And it's agreed. Goodbye, sir. And for your information, I wish I'd fought that duel, no matter how it came out. By the way, what happened to your southern accent?
Oh, I had my tonsils taken out.
Gentlemen, be seated. Mr. Campbell.
Yeah, sir?
Tell me, are you married?
Yes, sir. I got me a wife and 3 kids.
Oh, so you have a wife and 3 kids to look out for.
No, just my wife. I can lick the kids.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing a song called Sunday, Monday, Always, sung by Dan Emmett.
Won't you tell me when we will meet again? Sunday, Monday, or always? If you're satisfied, I'll be at your side. Sunday, Monday, or always. No need to tell me now what makes the world go round. When at the sight of you, my heart begins to pound and pound. And what am I to do? That I be with you. I love you Sunday, Monday, or always.
Gene, aren't you going to watch the show? What are you doing down here?
I had someone wheel me to Dan's dressing room.
Gene, what's the matter?
Nothing. Why, Millie?
Well, the doorman told me a boat ticket was delivered to you just before the show started. 1 ticket. Where you going, Gene?
I thought I'd go home for a while. You see, I know Millie.
You know what?
I've watched you and Dan. I know he's in love with you.
Gene.
Oh, I don't blame him, or you either.
Wait a minute. You're all wrong, Gene. I'm going to be married tomorrow to Mr. Bones.
You and Bones?
Sure. We're going to announce it tonight.
Well, but
I guess you are surprised, huh? I'll probably have to spend the rest of my life getting him out of bed in the morning and out of jail at night, but it won't be dull anyhow.
You made up your mind rather suddenly, didn't you, Millie?
Oh, no, just announcing it suddenly. I've been after that man for a long time. I had to circle him, though. He's not the marrying kind. I had to use Dan to make him jealous.
Millie, that's wonderful.
Now, come on up and watch the show. And send that ticket back right away.
All right, Millie.
Mr. Campbell.
Yowza.
Why are you always broke? Don't you take your salary to the bank every week?
Got to. It's too small to go by itself.
I hear you have a dog, Sambo.
Yes, sir. I done got me the smartest dog, most expensive dog in the world. But I done sold him.
You sold your dog for how much?
$100,000.
Cash money?
No, I got me 2 $50,000 cats.
Mr. Cook, I smell something. I smell smoke.
Good gracious, the theater's on fire.
Well, play something. Play something quick.
Play something fast, Sambo. Hurry up.
Play Dixie.
Yeah, sing it, Dan. Sing it loud. Just keep the seats. Don't keep the seats.
I wish I was in the land of cotton. Old times are not forgotten. Look away, look away, look away, Dixieland. In Dixieland, where I was born in early on a frosty morning. Look away, look away, look away, Dixieland. Then I wish I was in Dixie. Hooray, hooray. In Dixieland, I'll take my stand to live and die in Dixie. Away, away, away down south in Dixie. Away, away, away down south in Dixie.
Dan, come here.
Is the fire out?
Yes, the fire's out. Where's your pipe?
My pipe? Well, I left it in the prep room.
Oh, fine. That's where the fire was.
Dan, get out there. We're doing Dixie again. They heated up.
Where's Gene? Gene?
Here, Dan.
Hey, darling, you were right about the way Dixie should go, but it took a fire to make people leave you.
Come on, Dan. Come on.
Yeah. So long, darling. I'll see you after the show.
So long, darling. Bones, come over here.
Yes, what is it, Millie?
Listen, don't make any appointments for tomorrow.
Hey, why not?
Because we're going to be married.
Married? Well, this is very sudden, Millie.
Well, at least you can say thank you.
Oh, yes, of course. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Away down south Dixie. Away,
before our stars return for a curtain call, here's a suggestion to mothers of wartime brides. In Ceylon, a new son-in-law has to pay the bride's parents the cost of washing the bride's clothes from birth right up to the day she's married.
Why, Mr. Kennedy, that wouldn't be much if she's a Lux girl.
No, Lux is a thrifty way to take care of clothes, keeps them new-looking longer, too. And making things last is mighty important these wartime days.
If you've been shopping lately, you've probably noticed that many types of fine cottons and rayons just aren't being made anymore. Looms are too busy turning out materials for war. So it's up to us to take extra special care of those nice things we have. You couldn't use anything safer than Lux Flakes.
A little Lux goes so far, you'll find you can do an amazing amount with one big box. Use it not only for underthings and stockings and washable dresses, but for your curtains, too, and washable slipcovers, bedspreads, everything around the house that's safe in water alone. If your dealer is out of Lux Flakes today, be patient. He'll have more soon. You can be sure Lux is worth waiting for. Now, here's Mr. DeMille with our stars.
Right now, Bing Crosby, Dorothy Lamour, and Barry Sullivan are on the road to a curtain call.
Oh, sorry, CB. Dottie and I can't be on the road to any place without Bob Hope.
Bing, I want you to know that I didn't agree with those other producers at Paramount when they saw Dixie for the first time.
Well, what did they say, Mr. DeMille?
No hope.
A run of DeMille opinion, I think.
Well, Dottie's traded hope for Technicolor and riding high.
Yes. You know, I like to make a picture without a sarong once in a while.
You mean you don't even wear a sarong in riding high?
What's the wrong about that? It's a Western.
Oh, you girl, you. well, that's different. I guess maybe Santa Claus will stop at your house after all.
Oh, no, didn't you know? The old boy gave up.
He shouldn't do that to our Dottie.
He figures he can't fill her stocking as well as she does.
Yeah, I guess Santa goes to pictures, too. Say, Bing, you must have found Christmas shopping quite a problem this year.
Nothing to it, Barry. Just went in and told the man I'll take whatever you got four of.
What play are you shopping for next week, Mr. DeMille?
Now, we've got it already, Dottie. The Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer picture, Kathleen. And next Monday, we have the original stars of the picture, Shirley Temple and Herbert Marshall. Next week brings you a new Shirley Temple, a grown-up young lady now, but with the same charm and talent we knew in a tiny girl. And Kathleen is a delightful way to meet her again.
Time marches on, and Shirley Temple has a date. Wouldn't miss it, CB.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. Happy Christmas to all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, as our third wartime Christmas draws near, it seems to me that we are closer to the true Christmas than for many years past. Closer to the Christmas immortalized by Dickens. The holiday our fathers knew on snowbound farms. And to the Christmas of the little inn of Bethlehem. The false trappings have fallen by the wayside. A warmer kinship joins us all together and brings us, here at home, close to our own out there. From an American Army sergeant has come a message that is especially fitting for this week. The sum of all his experience in battle is in these few simple words. There are no atheists in foxholes. May we at home profit by that thought. And now, to all men and women of goodwill, wherever you may be, our sponsors, the makers of Lux Flakes and Lux Toilet Soap, join me in wishing you every blessing of the Christmas season. And we invite you to be with us again next Monday night when the Lux Radio Theater presents Shirley Temple and Herbert Marshall in Kathleen with Francis Gifford. This is Cecil B. DeMille saying good night to you from Hollywood.
And, folks, here's a date to remember. It's next Wednesday, December 22nd. That's the day when, once again, you can hear one of radio's proudest moments, that traditional Yuletide treat, Lionel Barrymore in his best-loved role of Old Scrooge in Charles Dickens' immortal story, A Christmas Carol. It will be broadcast on Wednesday, December 22nd, over the Columbia Network. See your local paper for time and station. Dorothy Lamour and Barry Sullivan will star together in the Paramount picture Rainbow Island. Heard in tonight's play were Leo Cleary as Mr. Cook, Louise Arthur as Jean, and Cliff Clark, Norman Field, Ed Emerson, Charles Seal, Horace Willard, Eddie Marr, and Griff Barnett. Our music was directed by Louis Silvers. This program is broadcast by international shortwave to our fighting forces overseas through cooperation with the Armed Forces Radio Service. This is your announcer, John M. Kennedy, inviting you to tune in again next Monday night to hear Shirley Temple and Herbert Marshall with Francis Gifford in Kathleen.
Say, lady, take a minute.
What for? I'm buying vitamins.
Exactly. And before you buy, look at the labels. Take a minute, see what's in it. Some products, you know, leave out vitamins A and D, or the essential B complex vitamins, or costly vitamin C. But not VIMS, no indeed. VIMS give you all the vitamins and minerals needed to supplement the average diet. So take a minute, see what's in it. Then you'll get VIMS. This is the Columbia Broadcasting.
Lady Esther presents the Screen Guild Players. The Lady Esther Screen Guild play tonight, The Youngest Profession. The starring players, this is Edward Arnold.
This is Virginia Weidler.
And this is Jean Porter.
Tonight, Lady Esther presents the Screen Guild Players in a radio adaptation of Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer's sparkling teenage comedy, The Youngest Profession. It stars Virginia Weidler as Joan Lyons, Edward Arnold as her father, and Jean Porter as her best girlfriend, Patsy Drew. The Lady Esther Screen Guild Players in The Youngest Profession.
She's here?
Of course she is, Patsy. She's got to be here. Sidney Skolsky had it in his column. Sandra Dale, lovely MGM stars in New York for the Christmas holidays.
I know, but New York is pretty big. How do we know she's in this hotel?
Silly. MGM stars always stay here. I guess maybe they get a special rate.
Yes, but even if she is here, Joan, how do we know what room? And if we don't know what room, how are we going to see her and get her autograph?
Oh, we'll see her all right. We'll tell the desk clerk we're from the secretarial service.
Oh, we used that last week for Walter Pigeon, and it didn't work then either.
Well, then maybe... I know. Patsy, look, we can use this house phone.
Oh, they won't tell you, Joan. Let's give up.
I should say not. Remember, Rome wasn't burnt in a day. Hello? Hello? I'd like to speak to Miss Sandra Dale. And please don't tell me she's out. I happen to know she's in. Who's calling? Oh, just Luella Parsons, that's all. And if I were you, I wouldn't underestimate the power of the press.
Joan, look.
Quiet, Patsy.
Joan.
Hello? Yes, I'll wait in the lobby, and you can tell Miss Dale that Luella can get very impatient.
Oh, I wouldn't keep you waiting, Luella.
Huh?
I thought I recognized you, though you have changed.
Holy cow. Miss Dale.
I was coming through the lobby. I just happened to hear you.
Well, we were so anxious to get your autograph. We're practically your slaves, and, well, we brought you this gardenia from our club Guiding Stars, and, gee, well, you're not sore, are you?
On the contrary, I'm flattered. Shall we go up and discuss it over some tea?
Tea?
And cake. Could you?
Could we? Miss Dale, this is the most significant moment of my life so far.
Bert, dear, you scarcely touched your dinner.
Oh, I'm sorry. Joan knows we eat at 6:30 sharp. She's never been this late before. Edith, do you think anything could have happened to her?
Oh, I don't think so, Bert. I phoned Mrs. Drew, and Patsy hasn't gotten home either.
Well, why does it always have to happen this way? Just when I've got a lot of things on my mind.
Still worried about that Benton case?
Yes, we go into court next week, and the brief isn't nearly ready yet. Edith, do you think we ought to call the police after all? A kid like Joan,
Mops, I'm home, Mops.
Oh, there she is now.
Mops, Pops, the most exciting thing.
Joan, thank heaven you're sick. Young lady, what's the meaning of this?
Oh, wait till you hear where I've been.
I don't care where you've been. I've warned you about getting home in time for dinner.
Oh, Father, you don't understand. What's more important, Sandra Dale or liver and onions?
It's not a question of liver and onions. Sandra Dale, the movie star?
I had tea with her and cake. And then William Powell came in. They're doing a radio show together. And when I left, he even kissed my hand. Just like on the screen.
That'll do, Joan. That'll do. That's all the fantasy I can stand for one day.
Oh, but it's true, Pops. I swear on a stack of photoplays.
There's no need to swear, dear, if you say it's true.
Edith, I never heard such rot. William Powell kissed her hand, and he loves her, and she loves him, and...
Oh, no! Well, I hadn't thought of that.
Well, your mother and I have had all we can stand of this. Your case goes on trial tomorrow morning. My office, 10 o'clock sharp. Yes, Miss Thayer.
Joan and Patsy are outside. Joan says she has a 10 o'clock appointment.
Oh, yes, that's right. I'm playing judge this morning. And by the way, while you're here, I'd like to have your opinion on something.
Yes, of course.
This Christmas present for my wife. I'd appreciate a woman's reaction. There you are. You think she'll like it?
Oh, a sheer chiffon nightgown.
Yeah.
Oh, she'll love it, Mr. Lyons. It's just beautiful.
You think it's the right size?
Well, I could tell you in a minute. Mrs. Lyons is just about my height. Let me see now. Oh, sure. See, when I hold it up to my shoulders like this, it just reaches to the floor.
Mr. Lyons, about that Benton case, Oh, I'm sorry. I beg your pardon.
What's fighting him?
Oh, dear.
What's fighting you?
Well, I'm sorry. It took Mr. Sutton 2 months to get up nerve enough to ask me to lunch. Now he walks in and finds me posing in a nightgown.
Well, what of it? Why should that... Oh. Well, he's too good a lawyer to convict on circumstantial evidence as flimsy as this.
Oh, he won't convict. He's too shy. He'll just go back into his shell for another 2 months.
Say, are you in love with this young Lincoln?
I must be. When he does ask me to lunch, I can never eat.
Oh. Well, run along and send Joan in, and then go get Mr. Sutton straightened out.
Thanks.
Thank you. Oh, here, wait a minute. I'll put this nightgown back in the box, and you can take it along. When it comes to Christmas presents, Joan's got a nose like a bird dog.
All right. I'll make a nice package of it for you. Ribbons and things.
Thank you very much.
Joan, dear?
Has my time come, Miss Thayer?
Yes, I'm afraid so. Go right in.
Wait for me, Patsy. No matter what happens, wait for me, my faithful friend.
Golly, Miss Thayer, is Mr. Lyons in a good mood?
Oh, yes, Patsy. He's in a wonderful mood. As a matter of fact, he just...
Oh, you dropped your box.
Oh, dear, I'm so clumsy today.
That's a nightgown.
Why, Oh, yes, so it is.
It's very thin.
Oh, here now, Patsy. You mustn't tell anyone.
I mustn't?
No, dear, no, not a single soul. It's Mr. Lyons' Christmas present.
Oh.
But I know I can rely on you to keep a secret, huh? Excuse me, won't you, dear? I have so many things to do.
A nightgown from Mr. Lyons. Golly, just like Office Wife with Loretta Young.
Father, I await your sentence calmly, for I would not willingly have caused you pain. Thoughtless I may have been. Wicked, I deny.
There, Joan. Where in the world did you pick up that tripe?
It isn't tripe. It made me cry when Jane Withers said it in Four Loves His Father. Sooner would I choose death by torture than...
Never mind, Miss Garbo. It's all right. This is going to be brief and to the point. Sit down.
Can't I stand? It makes it more man-to-man, like in the Hardy family.
Sit down. Now, young lady, last night you came an hour late for dinner.
But I was with Sandra Dale and William Powell. I had to wait till tea was over. I couldn't be rude.
You know, I don't think you're actually lying, Joan. I think you imagine those things and then persuade yourself they really happened.
Oh, but, Pops, I swear on a stack of screen guides.
Never mind, no swearing in this court. Well, you deliberately disobeyed my orders about getting home for dinner. The fine for that is no allowance for a month.
But, Daddy, I need money for my club, and I'm broke.
Good. That'll help bring home my point.
You're not acting like Judge Hardy at all.
I'm not trying to act like Judge Hardy.
But when Mickey Rooney talks to his father, it never ends with anything so positively drastic.
Well, you're not Mickey Rooney, and I'm not his father. The fine stands, court is dismissed. Now run along, I'm busy.
I'm sorry, Mr. Lyons. The phone at your apartment's still busy.
Well, how can anyone talk that much? It's been busy for 45 minutes. Maybe it's out of order.
No, I've checked. The phone is in use.
A fine spot I'm in. All right. What time did that wire say I had to be in Washington?
By 9 tonight.
Well, how can I go over these contracts, get home, pack, and make my train all in an hour?
Well, you can't. I'd better do it for you.
You?
I'll get your next-door neighbor on the phone and ask him to tell somebody in your apartment to pack a bag. Then I'll go up and get it and bring it to you at the station.
There, you're a genius.
Thank you. Oh, and don't forget, Christmas is day after tomorrow. You may be held in Washington.
Oh, yes, that's right. I'll give you a note for my wife, and you can pick up some flowers. I'll give her the nightgown myself when I get back.
Yes.
Yes, by the way, if you're taking a cab up to my place, you might ask Mr. Sutton to go along.
Doug?
Well, why not? He ought to enjoy the ride. And you'll need someone to help with the bag.
Oh, but Mr. Lyons...
And if he still seems shy in a taxicab, just tell him this. I'm considering taking him into the firm. But I like my junior partner settled down. Or at least sinking.
Hello? Hotel Van Dyke? Is Miss Alice Fay registered there? She isn't? Thank you. No luck, Patsy. What's next?
Joe, can't we just give up for today?
Give up? Well, there's over 50 hotels in the book, and all we've called is 32.
I know, but Joan, Miss Fay is coming for your father's bag.
What's Miss Fay got to do with it anyway?
Well, nothing really. Only, well... Oh, gosh. Here it comes.
Patsy, don't try to dramatize a doorbell. Come on. Just a minute. Hello, Miss Thayer.
Hello, Joan. You wonderful girl. Is your father's bag ready?
It's right here by the door. Cook packed it. My mother was out.
Oh, wonderful. Simply wonderful. Hello, Patsy, darling.
Your lipstick smear.
Oh, really? I never even noticed it. But it's only natural when bluebirds are singing and the whole world smells of orange blossoms.
Huh?
I better go fix it, hadn't I? Oh, promise me that someday you and I...
That's funny. I never saw her act that way before.
It's happened, Joan.
What's happened, Patsy?
Your father's caught in the web. She's going away with him.
Going away? With my father?
Oh, I should have told you, Joan. The minute I found out he was buying her nightgown.
Not my father. I don't believe it.
Oh, can you imagine? I almost forgot. Joan, dear, these flowers are for your mother, in case your father isn't home for Christmas.
Isn't home?
You just tell your mother she must forgive him. He couldn't help himself. This letter will explain everything. Goodbye, dear.
Patsy, did you hear what she said?
Jiminy, Joan, what do we do?
I don't know, but I've got to do something. Come on, we'd better follow her quick.
Lady Esther has presented Act One of The Youngest Profession, starring Jean Porter, Virginia Weidler, and Edward Arnold. In just a moment, we will hear the Lady Esther Screen Guild players in Act Two. But first, a word from our hostess, Lady Esther.
Tonight I'm going to talk to you about the Lady Esther patch test. And I'm going to talk to you about it every Monday night until you try it. I want every woman in America to make my patch test. Because then every woman will see for herself how Lady Esther's four-purpose face cream beautifies her skin, makes it softer, smoother, and younger looking. Now here's all you do. Just dip your finger into a jar of Lady Esther face cream and rub it on one little spot or patch of your face. Pick a section that gives you a lot of trouble, perhaps on your forehead or your chin. A section that is oily, flaky, or dry, or that has blackheads and big pores. Just rub Lady Esther face cream on that spot. Wipe it off and watch a miracle happen. See the radiant difference between that one little patch of skin and all the skin around it. See how much fresher, clearer, and lovelier that patch of skin looks than any other part of your face. A miracle? Not at all. It's the result you can expect every time from Lady Esther Four-Purpose Face Cream. Because here's what happens when you put it on your skin. 1, it thoroughly cleans your skin. 2, it softens your skin, loosens and absorbs the dry flakes. 3, it helps nature refine the pores. And 4, it leaves a smooth, perfect base for powder. So tonight, or surely tomorrow, make the patch test. I ask you to do it. I urge you to do it for the sake of your appearance. I want you to see with your own eyes what happens when you apply Lady Esther Face Cream to one little section of your face. And remember, what you see happen to that one little patch of skin will happen to your whole face. Imagine how much younger and lovelier your skin will look, how it will improve in beauty and freshness day after day. Lady Esther Four-Purpose Face Cream has but one objective, to give you a smoother, more radiant, and more youthful-looking skin. Just let the patch test prove it.
Lady Esther presents the second act of The Youngest Profession, starring Virginia Weidler as Joan Lyons, Edward Arnold as her father, and Jean Porter as Patsy Drew. Two excited young girls with a couple of dollars borrowed from the cook have followed Miss Thayer to the railroad station. And there they watch the following scene. But watch it from a safe distance, of course, so that they see it all, but never hear a word that's said.
Here's your bag, Mr. Lyons. I never thought I'd make it.
I never doubted it for a minute. How about Sutton? Did that cab driver bring him around out of his shell?
Well, I don't know if it was the cab or not, but he proposed to me. We're going to be married.
Oh, no. Oh, that's wonderful. Congratulations. You mind if I kiss the bride?
I'd love it.
Oh, you lucky girl.
Have a good trip, Mr. Lyons.
Thank you. And tell Doug he's getting a partnership for a Christmas present.
Understand it, Joan. She didn't go away with him.
But she kissed him, didn't she? That can mean only one thing.
What do we do? Tell your mother?
Ruin her whole life? To say nothing of Christmas.
But she'll see those flowers and read the letter.
No, she won't. I'll throw the flowers away and I'll tear up the letter. She must never know.
Well, maybe it's better that way. Maybe he'll get over this mad infatuation.
Patsy, you know what we need? Another man to make Daddy jealous.
I know so few men.
What about your father? No, he's too old.
Help the Salvation Army. Help the Salvation Army, please.
Patsy,
help the Salvation Army.
If I can't bring Mother and Dad together again, I'll join the Salvation Army and dedicate myself to humanity.
But, Joan, you'd have to give up the club, and I've never seen you anymore except on street corners.
No, I'll have to stay with Mother. I guess the only answer's another man, to shock Daddy into realization. A sort of combination of Spencer Tracy and Dr. Christian. Patsy, don't you know anyone? Patsy, I'm talking to you.
Joan, look, over there by that sign.
That beautiful man in the lion skin?
It says Dr. Hercules. Why, he's the image of Johnny Weissmuller.
He is. Sort of.
Men you want you should be strong like a lion. You said it. You want women should fall in love with you wherever you go. You bet. You want big, beautiful muscles like mine. Look at him, men. Look at him.
Joan, I bet he could make your father sit up and take notice.
10 cents, men. 10 cents. Just 10 cents and you two can be Hercules like me. Only 10 cents for the body beautiful builder. How about you, young lady? You want to buy the body beautiful builder?
Who, me?
Yeah, you. You want to buy anything?
Oh, no. I mean, well, not exactly. Not till I see if I can afford it. Patsy, the most significant thing has happened. I discovered tonight that I'm in love with William Powell.
William Powell? But how will Walter Pigeon feel?
I'm sorry, Patsy. This thing is bigger than I am. Hello?
Long distance calling. Just a minute, please. All right, Washington, go ahead.
Hello?
Hello, Father.
Hello, Joan. Is your mother there?
I'm sorry, my mother is not at home.
Well, Chicken, I've got good news. I'll be home for Christmas. Anyway, part of it. I'll leave here tomorrow, Christmas afternoon, get back at 8. Isn't that swell?
I'll always be glad to see you, Father. No matter what.
Now, please, Joan, no dramatics. Not at long-distance rates, anyway. Tell your mother we'll be able to make that Christmas dance at the Red Cross affair. That ought to cheer her up.
I'm sure.
By the way, there's an extra pair of tickets in my desk. Call Miss Thayer and tell her they're for her. To keep somebody on his toes.
Miss Thayer?
Yes, you know what I mean. I guess that's all. Goodbye, dear. Goodbye.
Goodbye. I guess that's plenty. Patsy, we're going to have to do something drastic. We've just got to make Father jealous. Well, it's of practically vital major importance.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go see Dr. Hercules.
Of course, that $10 was an inside price for a job like this, see? I'm not even charging you anything for driving you down to the dance.
Remember, Dr. Hercules, you're a foreign diplomat. That's why you're wearing that red ribbon and those medals.
Oh, yeah, sure. Say, what country am I from?
Well, if anybody asks any personal questions, remember what you say. A slip of the lip will sink a ship.
Yeah. Slip of the lip will sink a ship. And close your yap. Don't tell a Jap. And open throats can scuttle boats. I know.
Oh, that's fine. And you really think you can make my father jealous?
Oh, wait till you see me work, sister. Wait till you see me work.
Mrs. Lyons, isn't Joan coming to the dance?
Oh, yes. She begged me to let her come with a very special friend. She ought to be along soon, Miss Thayer.
Edith, one of these days, she'll have some of her own to worry about, huh? That right, Sutton?
Well, you never can tell.
Well, take it from me, the greatest pleasure in life. There isn't anything I'd swap for a, good grief.
What is it, Bert?
Well, look over there. Look at what Joan's bringing in.
Red ribbon? Medals? Where in the world?
Hello, everybody.
Mops, I want you to meet Dr. Hercules, the diplomat. My father, Mr. Lyons, Mr. Sutton.
How do you do?
And Miss Thayer.
How do you do?
Oh, it's a pleasure, Dr. Hercules. May I ask what...
A slip of the lip may sink a ship.
How's that?
Dr. Hercules is on a very secret mission.
Nothing else but.
Oh, really? From what country, Doctor?
What's the matter? You want to sink a ship?
Well, no, I'm sorry.
Doctor, I'm sure my husband didn't mean any harm.
Oh, so he is your husband, eh? Well, he's a very lucky guy, lady. You're the best-looking mouse in this joint. How about a dance?
I don't think my wife cares to dance.
Why, sure she does. Come on, baby. Let's cut a caper here.
It can't be me. I've only had one drink. Joan, under what toadstool did you find that? Joan, where are you?
Oh, that's strange. She was here a minute ago, Mr. Lyons.
Oh, I'll take care of that later, Thayer, but that fellow may be dangerous. I better go keep my eye on my wife, huh?
Doctor, the foyer is very nice, of course. But I must ask you to take me back to the dance floor.
Oh, lady, I need room for my waltzing.
But we must go back. What will people think?
What your old man thinks is good for him.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, look, let's quit kidding, sister, huh? You know he's making time with that tootsie of his.
Oh, Dr. Hercules, if you don't mind.
Edith.
Oh, there he is now. Let's drive him nuts. Oh, honey, you're my kind of a doll, baby. You and I could make great music. What do you say there, baby?
Oh, please let me go. You're hurting me.
How dare you, sir? Take your hands off my wife.
So, a dog in the manger, eh? You don't want her and you don't want me should have her.
Oh, you must be mad. Let go of her, I say.
Oh, please, Bert, not so loud.
I'll thrash that ape to a beaten pulp,
please, you can't. He'll kill you, Pop.
Stand aside, Joan.
Yeah, sure. Stand aside. The old man needs a lesson. Here, Mrs. Lyons, hold my coat.
Now, come on. I'm ready. Put up your hands and fight.
No, Bert, wait.
This is a matter of honor, Edith.
No, wait. Look at this coat. The label, I mean. Property of Logan Costume Company.
Oh, I thought this doctor business was fishy. Explain that label, you fake.
Okay. So I ain't a diplomat. But I don't go making love to my secretary either.
You mean me?
I don't mean your uncle's brother. Why, you ought to be ashamed of yourself with a wonderful wife like you got.
Good heavens, what are you talking about?
Well, I'm sorry it had to come out like this. It was the only way to make him jealous.
Make me jealous?
Yes, and I sure did. When Hercules takes a job, Hercules delivers.
A job? You mean somebody hired you for
What
that?
do you think?
But who?
Who suffers the most when her old man makes a play for another woman? Why, that poor little innocent kid that's standing there with tears in her... Hey, she ain't standing there. She ain't standing nowhere. But what do you know? She's scrammed.
Now, Patsy, think hard. Tell us all the rest. You never know what little detail might help us find Joan.
Well, when Joan decided what she had to do, she needed some money to hire Dr. Hercules and rent a dress suit for him. So she sold her lifeblood to Vera Bailey.
So what?
Her autograph album with all those wonderful autographs. Clark Gable and Jimmy Stewart and everybody.
Joan did that. For us? Oh, Bert. Poor baby.
No, don't worry. We'll get her back. Don't worry.
Oh, maybe she's gone and drowned herself.
No, Patsy, stop that now. Tell me, did you and Joan ever plan to run away?
Oh, sure. Nearly every week.
And where did you plan to go?
To Hollywood, of course.
Oh, well, just suppose everything had gone wrong. What do you think you'd be inclined to do?
Well, there's only one thing you could do in a case like that.
And what's that?
Join the Salvation Army, of course.
She was so pitifully eager to join the army. I talked to her a while and then put her to bed. You can go in, I think.
Oh, thank you very much.
Oh, Joan. Joan, darling.
Huh?
We've come to take you home.
Mother? And Daddy, too? You're together?
Why, we've never been apart. Not for a minute.
And I haven't ruined your lives?
Oh, you could only have done that if we hadn't found you. Oh, here's a Christmas present for you, baby. Vera gave it up after a terrific struggle.
Oh, Pops. My autograph album.
Yeah.
My beautiful, beautiful autograph album.
Now, you mustn't cry. It's Christmas, you know.
Yeah, that's right, chicken. Merry Christmas.
Oh, Merry Christmas to you, too. You know, Dad, just for a second there, you looked exactly like Edward Arnold.
Thank you, Edward Arnold, Virginia Weidler, and Gene Porter, for your most enjoyable performances in the youngest profession. You gave us fine entertainment indeed.
The pleasure was ours, Mr. Bradley. Everyone in Hollywood enjoys appearing on this series of broadcasts because, well, we realize that the benefits go to the support of the Motion Picture Relief Fund Country House and Clinic. Now, before we tell you about next week's great show, here's a word from one of America's foremost beauty authorities, Lady Esther.
Thank you, Miss Weidler. I want to remind all of you who are listening to me tonight to be sure and try the Lady Esther patch test. I can promise you it's an experience you won't soon forget. Here's all you do. Take a little Lady Esther four-purpose face cream and rub it on one small section of your face, preferably where you have blackheads or big pores. Just rub it on that one little spot. Wipe it off and see for yourself what happens. See how clear, fresh, and lovely that patch of skin suddenly looks compared to the skin around it. It's almost like watching magic to see it happen. And that's why I want you to try the patch test. That's why I intend to keep reminding you until you do try it. Remember, what you see happen to that one little patch of skin will happen to your whole face when you apply Lady Esther face cream. For this one cream does all the 4 things your skin needs for beauty. Just imagine how exciting and glamorous you'll look when you use Lady Esther four-purpose face cream and then apply Lady Esther face powder to the smooth, new freshness of your skin.
Next week, the Lady Esther Screen Guild Players will present Let's Face It. It will star Bill Goodwin, Jane Wyman, and Bob Hope. Be sure to listen. Edward Arnold can soon be seen in Kismet. Virginia Weidler can now be seen in Best Foot Forward. Jean Porter will soon be seen in Mr. Coed. All Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer Technicolor productions. Music on tonight's program was arranged and conducted by Wilbur Hatch. To try Lady Esther four-purpose face cream, just get the smallest size jar. Later, you can get the economical large jar and keep refilling the small one for convenience. This is Truman Bradley speaking for Lady Esther, saying thank you and good night all. This is the Columbia Broadcasting System.